Man's riding another man's neck, you know? How's man got his nuts that close to another man's face? Turtleneck suit and all. Tom, you're a disgrace to Scousers, fam.
Tom's on fraud, watch sirens near. Said clock out, that takes severe. Tuchel in, you lost the plot. Replacing a legend, nah, you're not hot. Robbo's cooked, but he's still your guy. 2025, we need to buy. Left back crisis, you stay blind. Man stuck in a past rewind. Van den Bergen, bro, that's bait. He ain't ready, stop pushing fate. 50 for Lavia, you said it's wild. These levels above, that take was vile. Tom, you're a fraud, disgrace to the north. Scouts are supporting England, get off. Turtleneck on while he rides his boss. Balls on shoulders, taking that loss. No streaming months, you vanish, mate. Said Mount's the one. That ain't great. 70 mil for Ducare's name. We'd be robbed, that price is lame. Quanta over Canate's fire. That's like swapping heat for a flat car tire. Mid with Carve and Elliott too. This ain't academy mode, it's Liverpool boo. Nunes banging goals, that's lies. He shoots wide more than he tries. Wirtz false 9, that's not the plan. Bro, you're not Pep, you're just a fan. Skulls over Gerrard, shameful talk. That alone should make you walk. Tom's an alcoholic, truth exposed. Drinks 10 pints but water's ghosted. Tom, you're a fraud, disgrace to the north. Scouts are supporting England, get off. Turtleneck on while he rides his boss. Balls on shoulders, taking that loss. Still no stream, man's gone MIA. Sipping lager, dodging the tray. Wirtz false 9, that ain't the play. Tom takes belonging yesterday. Condom suit still tight. No stream since last daylight. Still gassing, still crashing. Tom, you're officially finished.
The reason why I had to play that song is because Tom wasn't free to do Hussam X Tom today, so he can hold that still. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. This stream right here is a transfer stream because no one cares about Club World Cup. Let's go. We're here to talk about transfers, blood. You get me? Back up, blood clot again. We are here to talk about Joao Pedro and Jamie Gittens to the Chelsea. Liverpool are refusing to give up on Alexander Isak, and Norgaard and Mosquera are going to join Arsenal. You get me? Joining me first and foremost, of course, the man with all the transfer plans by his football club today, Pedro and Gittens within a 24-hour period. Massive upgrade on Ziad, that fucking bum. Anyway.
Oh. wait. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
The upgrade, of course, is man like Ahmed. How you doing, Ahmed, mate?
I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today, man. You know what I mean? Here we goes in 24 hours, and we move.
Big up to you. Joining us next, you get me? I'm sure he's very excited about the prospect of Norgaard and Mosquera playing for his club. So I'm here to ask him the hard-hitting questions. Man like Saad, how you doing, mate?
Excited is insane. In 2025, bro. Listen, man, we're gonna get into it, bro. And guys, there might be, for anybody who watches the Cora pod, there might be a continuation of the rant. Do you know what I mean? People saw me losing my head. There might be a continuation.
Oh, that's crazy, man. You shouldn't be losing your head over those two. I think they're decent signings, man.
Are you mentally? You know what? Let's just get into it, bro.
It's not me trolling about it. I'm not even trolling about it. It's not on me trolling, by the way.
Yeah, and what am I losing? There you are. I'm losing one of the best DMs in the league, bro. If not top 3 at least. So please.
I'll be honest, man. It's a positive losing that guy.
I want to say something on a reel, you guys. Yeah, bro. And this is me just being honest. It's not because Saad is here. Fuck Saad. Like, I'm being dead serious right now. The Cora pod is one of the best football podcasts you could listen to. I'll be honest with you. Saad knows I'm a fan. Saad knows I'm in the comment section all the time. Like, I really love that show. I think Saad has an absolute masterclass with that show. He should do a bit more football stuff as well, not just Arsenal all the time. But I think that podcast is just elite, to be honest with you. So yeah, I love the Cora pod, and I exactly, Jenny, and I tell everyone in the chat when he's on, unless I'm live, of course, go watch the Cora pod. Like, that's just elite stream right there. Anyway, big up to you, Habibi. See, we always do Saad prop around here, mate. See, people in the chat, by the way, they all watch Cora pod, just so you know how much Saad prop I've been doing behind your back. Anyway, big up. Joining us next, the man, the myth, the legend. You get me? The Egyptian prince, man like Mo. How you doing, mate?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Saad, why are you like so clinging into the past, broski. Like she said, Thomas Partey, you're crying like the rest of the Arsenal fan base.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Thomas, I'm
But
gonna smash you
If he,
on this.
if he,
gonna
yeah,
smash
go ahead.
you
Go
on
ahead. You
this
can smash
thing,
me. You can smash me. Pause.
On the
Yeah.
Nah,
But
man, I don't do fucking pause. I'm Arab, bro. I'm Egyptian. We don't say pause on all
Yeah, we
this
don't do
shit.
pause now,
yeah,
dear
yeah,
boy.
wow.
Exactly what
You
I'm
can
talking about,
see.
bro. I'm
You know
gonna
what I
act
mean?
English. He's gonna act,
Egyptian.
he's gonna act
This
like
guy,
I'm
this guy
British.
pulls up here. This guy
Like,
pulls
he's
up
gonna,
here with a nice little tan going on,
bro.
bro. This
He's,
guy's been
he's
on the
gonna
beach, bro. Listen,
see it. The beach
we
what
don't
is
get that kind of weather, bro.
It's Cairo heat, bro. There's no beach.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Just
Listen,
Cairo.
we get, either way, you've
Bro,
got nice sun, man.
he's rolling up to the streamers like, oh, yo, I'm British, bro. I'm from London, bro. You're like, I'm British. What the fuck, bro?
I'm British, bro.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
Moroccan.
exactly. Respect Morocco, fam.
You're Moroccan, bro.
والله اتكلم معك بالداري رجال، اتكلم معك بالمغربيه صافي. ايش بغيتي؟ ايش بغيتي؟
احنا فاهمين.
ما تتكلم قاعد بالانجليزيه صافي.
بغيت يا
نتكلم
تاي.
معك بالعربيه ايش بغيتي؟
اتكلم معنا. Talk to Ahmed. I respect Ahmed. He doesn't speak Arabic. Like he's just
Wow,
Arab.
Ahmed don't have it.
Ahmed.
Ahmed don't have it. Ahmed don't have it.
I don't speak Arabic though, so it's not true.
Yo, best moment of Ahmed ever. Funniest shit ever. He says I can speak Spanish. I
Broski,
say
like,
I say what's your name? He responds, how are you? That's how it
bro, it's the thing. Like Somalia, pick up all the Somali people in the chat, right? They are part of the Arab League, but no one in Somalia speaks Arabic. Like, they
met
don't even have
Somalis
it, bro.
that speak Arabic, by the way. I swear to God, wallah.
They learn because of the Quran. But no, that Arabic is not even like in Morocco. Arabic is a second language or third language, you know, after French and Darija. Like in Somalia, Arabic is not even part of the country. Like these people were just
Yeah,
Arab.
but personally, from the ones that I met, I know many people speak Arabic. Somalis speak Arabic,
Yeah.
a lot of them. Why is your name I hate Ahmed? Why does Ahmed have haters? It's because he's
It's crazy, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's good look in Somalia, and people are hating on him.
Virgil van Dijk from Wish, I always call him. You get me? Let's go.
Big up, man, big up.
Anyway, joining us next, speaking of Somalia, I will give him credit live on the channel because we have to be honest about this. He was here on time. Saad did not have.
As if he's given us a favor, yani, like he's here on time, he's giving us a favor. Fuck
Hamza.
being here on time.
Hi, Hamza.
He should be here on time. You give him credit if he's here 5 minutes before. He's here on time like the rest of the world. You go to
Hi.
work on time. Nobody gives you pay rise when you show up on time.
Listen,
Ahmed is here on time.
I want
Everyone is
second.
on time. Bro, some shit.
You're shameless. You know
He's
one thing, yeah.
He's giving him props.
Why?
Because he's here on
Yes.
time. Because he's always late.
I'm
You know,
never late. Never. 2025, I've never been late.
Wow.
Bro, like,
2025, I've
like,
never been
crazy.
late. Stop.
That's
I'm one of the most
Bro.
consistent guys.
You know
What's up?
that lazy employee that
Stop.
never do their job. They never do their job, bro. Every project is a failure.
Hamza, I'll be honest with you. After the FA Cup final, we had to send like the the emergency people to call you. Like I just had the whole
Bro,
Ummah called you.
called
that day.
you. Ahmed
I'm-
called you. I called
Yeah.
you.
I called you international call. I spent
I was-
Jordanian dinar.
Really?
Yes, but sometimes bro, my notification, I put it on airplane mode. I know straight away, city games, whatever it is. I don't want to talk to people. If I'm losing, why am I going to talk to people? I don't want to. Bro, I got enemies from high school. Wallahi, I got enemies at high school. What? I'm getting messages. I'm on WhatsApp.
Enemies is a
messages. I
stretch,
block
bro.
WhatsApp.
Enemies about football is fucking crazy.
100%.
My man got people showing up
I
with
saw these
swords and
messages
shit,
like that.
trying to fight him
many.
because he
Pitchforks, bro. Pitchforks on fire.
You want to know why? I'll tell you this before I invite like the last person on the stream.
Can you get
Bro,
the guy?
you want
He's-
to know why?
he's
You want to know
15.
why this happened?
And it sounds funny calling
Hamza
me
over the
Somali,
last
wallahi.
3 years. Wait. Hamza over the last 3 years on like Twitter and shit have created so many enemies that Chelsea fans hate Hamza, Arsenal fans hate
No, the
Hamza,
Chelsea
Liverpool
fans
fans hate Hamza. I told Hamza, Yahi, at
United.
least be nice to one club. If you're just nice to one people, we will
Me
go
and
easy
Chelsea
on
fans
you.
are like this.
This guy, I told him, Habibi.
No, me
you
and
just
Chelsea
signed-
fans are
you
like
just
this.
signed. Yeah, I still remember the Marmoush stream. I told him you just signed an Egyptian. Be careful. Egyptians love their own. Don't criticize Salah. As soon as the PSG game finished, this Mo Salah is a fraud. Blah, blah. Yahi, why? Yahi, have the Egyptians on your side at least. Yahi. Fraud.
Stop.
You're gonna be the reason. You're gonna be the reason, Hamza. We're gonna have a civil war.
Listen.
Marmoush and Salah fans.
Yeah, you can't have
No,
civil
no, no,
war.
no, but I'll tell you why. No, listen. The thing is with me now, Man United fans have become my friends because they don't want Liverpool to get 21 league titles. So I get messed. Yeah, that's true. I get messed by United fan. Oh,
Is this true? Ahmed? Is this true? Ahmed? Is this true, Ahmed?
If Liverpool get 21, Man United are finished. Like I see it
That's what I'm saying.
club, like finished.
Spurs fans are my friend. Chelsea fans are my only. Arsenal fans hate me. Liverpool fans, they don't hate me. Liverpool fans are me.
Of course, because you guys kiss each other like every day during that title races that happen. You guys kiss each other. Like
we banter each other.
Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, they make out in like the dressing room after the game and all this shit, bro.
This is gonna let.
They hug each other.
Crazy,
We're
man.
love.
But in my case,
Let me
the
just read
thing,
these
bro.
3 super chats now we start the stream. Big up to Barrios. Thank you so much for the donation, my brother. Sends in $10 super chat. Says big up the panel and the chat. I appreciate you. And big up to you as well for supporting us. Big up everyone who support us, man. This month has been a madness. But inshallah, we push out great content for you guys. We keep going and we end this month on a high. So I appreciate everyone who shows us support and love. Some people that say if Isak joins LFC, it's over. Call off football. Liverpool cleaning up. Also say he should wait for Barca. Make it make sense. There is no make it make sense, Jack. They're just haters. You get me? But let haters be our motivators because we need motivation for next season and the hate will fuel us, my guy, Jack. And finally, Sky Knight says false. 35 to 40% of the Somali language is Arabic. Yes, and there are many similar words like we say qabila, they say qabil. You get me? Like there's many similar words. So yeah, that's the thing. Hamza, by the way, I'm telling you from now, I saw you in the background doing this with your hand, so I know you're on space.
The people at work that call me, I'm on thing.
Don't be a
I
fraud.
think.
Don't be a fraud.
100%.
Hamza,
Swear, say Wallah al-Azim.
the people wait. Now in the summer, Ahwa 1 time a week. The people wait for
I'm
the
not
whole
ask anyone here. Guys, go to my WhatsApp, go to Twitter. I'm not on space.
He's about to release his number to the world. You know?
No, man.
Then
But
Sam asks, Hamza, are you scared of Inter Milan?
listen, Inter Milan, big club.
Yeah,
Wow, they're a big club now.
They're a big club now.
Wow.
I have mutual respect.
Cut the crap. We're fucking finished. Like,
Bro, you're not finished, man. You're a bit. You got 3 UCLs, man. Get out of here. You know,
bro,
this is the worst time
imagine
I'll tell you
if
why.
Man City
Why?
after Pep Guardiola, Man City get Zabaleta to coach the team or Otamendi or something like that. Bro, imagine
you're the most
Otamendi
dangerous.
coaching Man
Man
City.
says Zabaleta. That's crazy.
The worst time. and I'll give you-
They got fucking Kolarov coaching the team, you know.
No, 1 second. More.
Imagine
The
you get
worst
Fabrizio
time-
tweets.
Let me answer
Zabaleta
a
to
question.
City. Here we go. That'll be
Here we
good.
go.
Let me answer a question.
Next side, 3 years coach.
Sam, let me answer that question. The most dangerous time to play Inter Milan is now.
Yeah,
what?
we almost lost to Urawa Reds.
They happened to
Urawa
Yeah,
Reds.
maybe they were gonna lose to Monterrey, يا أخي.
I didn't lose to Monterrey. You joking? They're gonna lose Monterrey. They're gonna beat that Mexican team, man. They're gonna lose to Monterrey.
Okay, anyway, listen.
They've
Forget
lost
City,
to
forget Inter.
5-0.
Hamza,
They're
Hamza,
upset.
forget
They've
City,
lost the
forget
league
Inter.
title. They're
let's-
coming for these people World Cup with
Yeah,
us.
we are not
wait.
when phase minus
Wait,
1
no,
now.
no,
We
no.
went back to phase
خلاص,
minus
forget
1.
Inter, forget City.
You're
Let's
angry.
talk
If you
about
lose
the
to-
relevant stuff right now because there's recent news. First of all, 700 people in the building already. We haven't even started the stream yet. Guys, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. You know how Ahwa gets? Don't be a fraud and sit there. Oh my God, why am I? Just close the live chat and hit the like button and subscribe right here, right now. Actually, we're going to start with Chelsea Football Club today because there is breaking news. Joao Pedro and Gittens in a 24-hour period headed to Chelsea. Are Chelsea cooking, Mr. Ahmed? Or
Ahmed,
against the
Do you think your forward line now, genuinely asking, if Arsenal get Cisco, right, and they don't get a left winger, do you think your forward line, or they get Ekitike now, do you think your forward line is better than them with Pedro and Neto and Gittens? Do you think your forward line is better than them?
So you said Ekitike, is that for Arsenal? I'm assuming is that for Arsenal?
For Arsenal, yeah, akhi.
Oh, sorry. I
But
didn't
more,
hear.
let
Arsenal,
us start first. Let me
me
start quickly. I just wanted to start.
Why would they start?
I don't
Can
have
you
a
not
problem
let
with
the Chelsea fan talk first, Hamza? I thought you
No, I
on
want to
Chelsea.
sing. I want to
I
sing.
thought you on the Chelsea. You want to sing? Go ahead.
Yeah, I
sing.
want to start. I have not wanted to say anything bad about Chelsea, but I'll say one thing. I'm against the fact that you're just keeping players in the books. Yeah. Today I did my research. What upsets me most about this is you got 54 players under contract.
Oh.
Yeah? You have a total of 84 players. 84. We had issues when we had Obama saying that Chelsea players were waiting for dressing room to be empty before changing.
For showers.
Is this what is this, bro?
I have never heard that in my life, Hussam.
This is hilarious, man. Wallahi.
But Hussam, they have 54 players already under them. Maresca has more than 44, and I can name them. In goalkeepers, Robert Sanchez, Philip Jorgensen, Mike Penders, Gaga Slonina, that's 4. Marco Corella, Tosin Adrabayo, Benjamin Badashile, Liva Cole, Mamadou Sarr, Trevor Chalaba, Reece James, Malo Gusto, Josh Achampong, Aaron Anselimo. How many is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1 second. Midfielders, Enzo, Esugo, Santos, Bisbriho, Caicedo, Lavia, Neto, Delap, Kopama, Madueke, Kuku, Jackson, George, Jew, and I don't even add extra.
Like a music song, man. We sound like a tune.
That's in the World Cup. I have not even add.
Like he's rapping, bro.
The Sterling, all these guys. That Andre Santos, they can forget Henry Pies at the time. They signed, what's the name? Who's that guy?
You know what? This is a sign of someone that is scared of Chelsea. He's scared of Chelsea now.
You're going to
You are scared of Chelsea.
No.
Today's June the 29th, and we're getting angry
Hamza,
about
are you actually
fans.
counting Strasbourg players?
You know what?
No, these are the players that's gone to the FIFA World Cup and their name as part of the website.
Do you know what it is for Sam? Do you know what it is for Sam? Yeah. Do you know what it is for Sam? Yeah. I'm getting this guy is just completely waffling right now. You know that's the problem. You know what I mean? Right now there's 28 players playing for us in Club World Cup. Obviously excluding Gittens and what's his name? Gittens and Pedro that have just been allegedly signed, right? Other than that, you know, we've got obviously a bunch of players that are like a part of a bomb squad that are coming right now that are going to be sold. Right now, bro, it's June the 29th as of like recording this video. We've got a whole month and a half to sell these players that we need to sell. I don't understand what's going on. We will have to sell a maximum of 8 to 9 players. And in addition to the other people that he's mentioned that are signed, yeah, they're academy kids, academy graduates. When did we start adding academy graduates that play for the under 18s, under 21s to the team?
So name your undergraduate when I talk about Esteval. Is he a star?
You literally just said we have signed 84 players. You're basically then including guys that.
Forget the 84. I named 84 total. The players I mentioned, those 30 players I mentioned, yeah?
Yes.
Are they in your squad as who's good? Because I'm looking at the squad.
So yeah, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you these questions. It's very simple. No. So for me, okay, listen. Okay, Hamza. For me, from what I know, Tariq probably is going to go out on loan. Mark Gui's going out on loan. We already know this. What's it called? Kenji Paez is going out on loan because these are young guys that probably need to develop. Esteval is staying at the club. He's going to stay at the club this season. And Nkunku is going to get sold. We already know this.
Jackson?
I actually think Jackson is probably going to get sold, you know. I think if there's allegedly we're trying to sign another attacker.
Jackson is gone.
Madueke is also gone as well. Madueke and Jackson are gone, I think. My person, those two.
Yeah?
I can see Madueke and Jackson are probably going to be gone. They're going to leave.
Where?
Now, Arsenal, obviously, you know, Arsenal, Newcastle interested in Madueke. No, don't do that, bro. Listen,
Saad, he's reporting the news. Arsenal do want Madueke.
And listen, Jackson has been linked to a move to the Premier League. Basically, Aston Villa are probably interested in him, and some Italian clubs are interested in Nicholas Jackson as well. So yeah.
No, but when I'm looking at these attacking players that you've got, the players, I don't know who's and you're linked with Kudus now. So yes, you signed Joao Pedro. I'm seeing a lot of your signing. The reason why Ahmed have a problem, you're not signing proven players. Yeah? Let's say Joao Pedro is worth 50 million. It's the same issues you're signing these players who have done well at Brighton, but they're not going to take it the edge. He's 24, 25 years old player.
Okay, so let me answer this question
So do you
as well.
think Shirky? Okay, do you think Shirky is proven? Do you think Reinders is proven?
Yeah,
Do you think
Shirky's
Savinho is
21.
proven? Hold on. Let me just finish. Do you think Nico Gonzalez was proven? Do you think Kuzanov was proven? Do you think Reinders is proven? Only
Right.
Marmoush was proven.
Reinders
What are you
is proven.
talking about?
Right? Oh, one second. Reinders is proven. Ahmed, is Reinders proven?
Not in the
Why
Premier
is
League,
Ra-
he's not.
why is
Not in the
Reinders
Premier League, he's not.
Reinders
Why is
proven as a
Reinders?
top
No,
player.
he's a good
Yes or no?
player. He's a good player.
No one saying he's a
good
good
player.
player, but he's not
Is
proven in the Premier
Reinders
League.
pro- He's not
He's
proven in
not
the Premier
same
League.
player as
Yeah.
you
He
signed
literally
Yeah.
played in a Milan team that finished 9th or 8th or something like
Okay, let me ask you a question. Does Reinders start for Chelsea?
that. No.
No.
What?
So Reinders does not start for Chelsea.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes. No,
Well,
we're not
why
saying
not? This is the most.
I think he just wanted us to get Man City
Reinders
conversations.
does not
That's what I just
start
realized.
for Chelsea.
Can I tell you
Of course
one
he
thing?
doesn't. Of course he
Reinders
doesn't.
doesn't. I'm telling you something. Reinders doesn't even start for Arsenal.
That's absolutely shambolic, T.
Wallah, he doesn't even start for
I
Arsenal.
don't think he starts for Arsenal either.
Why-
He's not
why-
good
why-
defensively
why
enough.
are we
He's not
using
defensively good
midfield
enough.
like
He's not.
Because
Yeah, man. He's not good enough
your
defensively.
your midfield was the weakest out of all of them apart from Man United last season. Like, let's just establish that.
1 second.
Saad.
Does Barella start
Ryan,
for you?
add
Does
the
Barella
current
start for you?
Barella and Reinders.
No. Does Ahmed? I asked you. Does Barella
No,
start
hold
for you?
on, this is ridiculous.
Wait. But they're different players. So why are we asking? Why are we
Ask
asking
you
about
before,
Barella?
Does Barella start for you? Yes or no?
No.
He doesn't.
No.
Because Ryan is a better player than him. Ryan is the midfielder of the year in Serie A. He's better than Barella.
Brandon's not the midfielder of the year, isn't it? McTominay. I thought it was McTominay that was the
So
midfielder.
many for you.
It's not McTominay, no? Is that not McTominay? Like,
No,
I thought-
Serie A midfielder of the year is Reinders.
I
He's
thought it
the
was-
best player in midfield. He's scored so many goals. He's the main
Yeah,
guy.
but do you know who scored a lot of goals from midfield as well? Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez scored, I think, something like
No. He's right. So McTominay, who's a midfielder, won the best player in Serie A, but Reinders is the best midfielder. So Reinders is better than
fair.
McTominay. Anyway,
fair enough.
guys, we're not
Reinders,
using individual. We're not using individual awards, right? Let me just stop. Reinders is there's a different. The problem with you, Hamza, is that when we talk ball, you don't listen.
Go on.
Reinders is a good player. He's a very good. I watched Reinders when he plays for Milan. He's a fantastic player. Is he proven in the world stage? No, he's not. Is Barella, for example? I'm not going to sit here defend Barella. Is
Come
Barella
back to this.
proven in the
We'll
world?
come back to this in
Yeah,
2025.
Habibi, that you don't understand. I think Hamza, you're really like Hamza. Don't make it hard to do shows
No,
with
no,
you.
no,
I'm being
no.
I'm being serious, by the way.
I'm
We are
serious.
saying that Reinders is a very good player, and even when he played for Man City, he's a very good player, right?
Yeah.
Is he? We have seen many midfielders that play in different leagues that actually, when they come to the Premier League, it is hard for them to adapt. We've
Exactly.
seen it. Even Gravenberch in the first year, some Liverpool fans wanted him sold until a manager came in and completely changed the way he plays. Suppose
That's because Klopp wasn't using him properly. That's
Suppose,
because Klopp
which is
wasn't using
fair
him.
enough. Sabozlai, who was a star in the Bundesliga, came to the Premier League. Until this moment, Liverpool was like, he's not adapted. We don't know. I'm not saying that Reinders is going to be bad. I'm saying Reinders is good.
So
But
what-
in terms of you, yeah, Habibi, let me finish the next sentence.
Yeah, go on.
You asking Chelsea fans, why are you signing Joao Pedro in the Premier League, in their position? Joao Pedro is more proven than Reinders in his position in the
Oh
Premier League.
my God, what are we doing here, man?
Yes, we are. And
What
also,
are we
can
doing
I
here,
say-
please?
I think that is
What
very
is
and
simple.
also,
That is
and also,
very
and also,
What is
simple.
that can insult Wirtz? What are we
Very
going to insult
simple.
Wirtz?
one thing I wanted to
This kind of argument, no, one second. Don't say thank you more, you fraud Chelsea fans, you in the comments.
No, I just want to just say really quickly. I just want to say really quickly. I don't understand why we.
Can I tell you, Ahmed, Ahmed, Wallah al-Azim, I'm telling you, Hamza
Wirtz is a proven
hasn't
player.
even watched
How dare you
Rangers
say Wirtz?
play
I know
full
he hasn't
90
watched
minutes in
I
his
know he
life.
hasn't watched him.
He hasn't
watched
watched Rangers play 90 minutes in his life.
I
He
promise,
told
I
me
agree.
that he
I
didn't
put
even
money
watch
here.
AC Milan play Inter Milan because he was busy.
Yeah.
Sam,
I just wanted
He
to say.
came on
Sorry, guys. You know what? Can I answer? Can I just answer Sam's initial question, guys? Can I just answer Sam's initial question? Sorry, Hamza. I just need to answer Sam's initial question about Adab, Pedro, and Gittens and my thoughts. Yeah, let's actually discuss the main topic that was asked. Yeah, I think Joao Pedro and Gittens, if you look at it from a data standpoint and all that stuff, do they suit the manager? Do those numbers basically work for the manager as well. I would say yes. Our manager likes guys that are very direct, can go 1v1, can beat their man, can carry the ball quite well, and those are the sort of attackers that we need in a Mosquera system. So fundamentally, I really have no issues with these players because they suit the manager's style of play essentially. So I don't really have that much of a problem. Now, of course, many people might have an issue, obviously, with maybe an experience level with Gittens. Gittens obviously going to be, I think, a very raw talent in my personal opinion. So it's going to probably take a bit more time for him to obviously, get the hang of the league and everything that he does. But with João Pedro, you've got a guy that's a bit more proven that can give him time, that can give Gittens the time that he needs to, embed into the team. So I don't really have, again, I don't have any issues with these signings. I think they're solid signings. They should help the team at the end of the day, and I trust Mosquera to obviously.
Sam, I want to answer this question. This fraud Chelsea fan, remember this, yeah? Remember I said it on the 29th of June, 2025, at 10:31 UK time. I told them this. They have a habit because these players are shit. When the players are going to be downtown and they're going to be drugged like donkeys and dogs in the Premier League, they're going to blame Maresca. They go on this cycle of blaming Poch out. When their players are not good enough. João Pedro does not scare me, does not scare Saad, does not scare Isak. Let me tell you again. Let me repeat again. Liverpool fans, Man City fans, and Arsenal fans would chase you for this.
The way you're talking, you sound like someone that's routed. It sounds like someone that's proud, bro.
We're not scared.
Sounds like someone that's proud, mate, to me.
Pedro, let me tell you, don't be gassed up from Mo, who finished second behind McTominay, telling you what standard is. I'm telling you what standard is.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Oh, that's low blow. Inter Milan were a massive team, by the way.
To me, I'm looking at Liverpool. Wirtz, dangerous. KPS, I got tweets on it. I'm scared. Liverpool fans are saying, Hamza, you can't catch him. We've got tweets on you. You've seen you dance on what? Well, they caught me red-handed.
I'm just saying, man. The way you're talking, Hamza, man. Why are you this worried, Hamza? I need to know. Why are you this worried, Hamza?
One second. Even the likes of Ahmed down there, who signed proven players like Buemo, he's more proven than João Pedro. Cunha, he's more proven than João Pedro. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you disagree? Is Buemo not more better player than João Pedro? Who's a better player? Who's a better player? Buemo or João Pedro? Go on.
Say that. Buemo, you can say that.
Buemo. Cunha or João Pedro?
For me, 50-50.
It's roughly the same.
50-50.
50-50 roughly the same.
Wait. So Hamza's point. Wait.
I don't understand this point. What is he trying to say?
I think just Hamza is just trying to find excuses for the signings.
Like what is he trying to do? Like
I'm trying to say they're not signing players that scares anyone. That's going to improve them.
They're not. The problem is they're not. Here's the problem. They are not.
Aldi every single year. You're really
Leon.
You keep going back to Aldi.
Hamza, where did Kuzanov play for? Hamza, where did Kuzanov play before City? Where did Kuzanov?
He's not good. He's not ready yet.
No, hold on. Where did he play?
It was at Lens.
At Lens. Where did Nouri play before he comes to City?
Wolves.
Where did Shirky play?
Lyon.
How many trophies did these players win?
You're comparing Cherky to Pedro.
It's literally some kind of similar signing.
No, but you can't. João Pedro at 25 is still playing at Brighton.
João Pedro is 23.
21 years old.
He's 23.
He's
23.
João Pedro is 23, bro. What are you doing here, bro? What's going on?
25, man. He's 24.
He's 23 years old. He just turned 23, bro.
He just turned.
I was about to say, wasn't he 22? But
Let me check it.
Yeah, it's like this year he was 22. He just turned 23.
Let me.
So basically,
he's illegible for young players.
Let me say this because he keeps referencing Liverpool. Let me say something honestly. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't change my energy based, and I'm not Hamza. I don't change my energy based on who the player is going to. I said at the start of the window, João Pedro is actually a player I would take at Liverpool. I really like João Pedro. If there is a play, wait, Hamza, wait.
Dunk on him.
If there is a player in the entirety of the Premier League that is Firmino 2.0, it is João Pedro. The reason why I say that is João Pedro's goal scoring ability is a problem, because he needs to have a lot better goal scoring numbers. I agree with that 100%. But as a footballer, the passing, the carries, stats match the eye test. When I look at Joao Pedro, he's a player that will make the winger score more goals. He's a player that is versatile. He can play up top. He can play false 9. He can play in the 10, which gives you the option of playing Palmer on the right. He is someone that really helps Chelsea with their creativity. Because guess what? Ahmed will tell you right now. Ahmed, isn't one of the main problems for Chelsea this season breaking down low block? Did you not face that problem?
I agree, yes.
And you want to know what Pedro will do? Joao Pedro is the type of player, he gets the ball outside the penalty box, he creates chances. Now, Hamza, 1 second before you scream, everything you just said applies to Gittens. I think Gittens is too raw. I think Gittens is too young. Gittens need time. Gittens need time 100%, by the way. But at the same time, I could take a step back and go like, Gittens is an upgrade on Sancho. I know there's many people who rate Sancho highly. I don't rate Sancho highly at all. I think Sancho's a nothing winger. I think Sancho is good at Jack Grealish, just like
Can I rebuttal this? I'm not
There's
saying
nothing special about Jadon Sancho. He doesn't get past his fullback enough. He doesn't shoot enough. Ahmed will correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jadon Sancho went like 5 games without even shooting at the goal. Never mind.
Ahmed is in love with. Ahmed is in love with.
If you want to say Gittens, okay, but Pedro's a good player.
The problem for Sam here with Sancho, and I always repeat this, he's just not suited to the Premier League, bro.
Am I going to have my say?
What was the last statement? Last statement.
I'll let you go. He's getting my point.
Last statement. I'll go my head. I'll hold my head.
No, don't hold your headphones because you have to listen to their answer.
Yeah, I'm
You can't be disrespectful.
Listen.
That's one second. Let me just finish this, bro.
Sam said one second. Sam is a fraud.
Why?
Sam did the same bullshit when he put himself on full screen. I'd like to apologize to Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans are not.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, they're so good. They're so big.
I was wrong.
Maraska
got top 4, so I'm wrong.
Find that video when the guy was shivering.
I'll play it for you right now.
Chelsea fans, and they were retweeting. Look what they're saying about us. We're gonna win the league. I said, "Phew, they're crap, man. They ain't that it." I said to you, Chelsea fan, you have standards. I'm saying from a good place. I don't hate your football club. I don't hate your football club. I'm advising you. You need to sign. I even criticized my football club when they signed players who were not ready. You've seen me. I come for Savinho. I'm telling you now. I come because I want you used to shop at the top level. You used to nick. Let me give you an example. You used to nick Aaron Robin and Essien when Ed Woodward was about to sign him for United. You signed him. The first thing when you did when
Robin got stolen from Ed Woodward. Robin got stolen from Ed Woodward. 2015 manager, 2015 director in 2004. What's going on, man?
I used to see the first thing Abramovich did when he came to Chelsea Football Club. Wallahi, I saw in news, bid 75 million for Henry and Patrick Vieira, the rivals. He went and took Robin and Robin Duff, the best player. Joe Cole from West Ham was upcoming best player in that Premier League at 18 years. Man United, Ferguson wanted him. Estienne, Man United wanted him. Johnny Obrike, Man United wanted him. Hunter was going to City. You nicked him. If it was Abramovich era, you would have gone to Wirtz and got him. You would have got Checky now. But
Abramovich is not there.
Your owners don't know what they're doing. You keep going to it. Joao Pedro is not a Chelsea.
If Man United had Alex Ferguson, they would have won the league.
Yes, there we go, man. That's it, man.
It doesn't improve your squad. Who else was interested in him? Was PSG interested in Joao Pedro? Was Liverpool interested in Joao Pedro? Was Man City ever interested in Joao Pedro? No. So how come not any other club other than the team that's fighting for top 4? There you are. There you are. You can brag to Newcastle fan, but don't brag to any one of us. We got standards.
I'll be quick. I need to go pray. This guy's waffling. Liverpool, Arsenal, we're both interested in Joao Pedro. Both of us.
Yeah. I just want to listen. I don't really care what Hamza is speaking about, but I do want to talk about another thing about Joao Pedro. I think Joao Pedro is going to help us in terms of I don't know if you saw in the last few games, we have been in the Club World Cup. The manager's been trying a new system where he's trying to be playing, I think, 2 strikers now up front. So I think he's going to definitely help there, and at least, obviously, I know goal scoring wise, he needs to improve on that, but at least he can help out in terms of Delap getting a bit more, obviously, chances created for him too as well, right? Which is
Your
going to be
football's going to be awful
right.
next season still.
So, all right, brother. You know what I mean? As long as I win games, I don't care. That's the Chelsea standard, actually. You know, Hamza talks about Chelsea standards. Chelsea standards, I don't care how we play. As long as you win, that is what matters, bro.
Yeah, but when you say win, yeah, what win what?
I think next season is about winning domestic title and trying to go as far as you can in the UCL.
And you believe in how Mosquera, you believe in his adaptability and being able to get you playing some good football.
I mean, yes, I do believe that Mosquera.
Wait, this is interesting. What do you mean, Ahmed? Expand on it. What do you mean?
Bro, all I'm saying, yeah, is that, first of all, I just want to talk about Joao Pedro. I think that's a solid deal. Good player. Hassan broke it down already. Prem proven. Don't know what Hamza's talking about, as per usual. But anyway, he's a good player. I take him at United. I'm pretty sure Sam said he'd take him at Liverpool as well. He can play in many positions as well. And he's technically really good. So he improves Chelsea, yeah. But the reason why I'm talking about Mosquera is that Chelsea can sign all these players. It's what the manager can do with them. And from what I've seen from Mosquera for a full season, yeah, his football is just awful to watch, bro. Like it's awful. Like it's every time I watch Chelsea, yeah, I don't know what their style is. Honestly speaking, I don't know what their style is. Like sometimes they'll play like the slow football. Everything is like, if Palmer's not doing anything, yeah, then what do? What is your game plan? I don't know what your game plan is, honestly speaking. Like when I watch Liverpool, I know what they're doing. When I watch Arsenal, I know what they're doing. When I watch Man City, I still know what they're doing. I know what their style. Chelsea, yeah, it's just hope and then top four. And then if they don't get top four, then that's it. Like I don't know what their plan is. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I think
I've seen how Mosquera has made Palmer's game drastically go down, which is a big, huge red flag. Because the way how he's got him performing, yeah, he's got people saying that, oh, is Palmer even that good? But in the first season, this guy was absolutely unbelievable. And you can't say it's one season wonder because a quality like that doesn't just fade away. So if your whole attack is struggling, then clearly it's a massive managerial issue. So
I mean, Ahmed, I have to disagree with you there, bro. But I don't think our attack struggles actually. I think one of our main issues has always been clinicalness. Right, we're not clinical enough. We create a lot of chances. If you look at us in the Club World Cup and even towards the end of the season, we've consistently been creating chances. It's just been a lack of clinicality that's been an issue. Obviously, we're trying to address that a bit more. We're trying to add a few more pieces to help that as well. So I'd have to disagree with that. I think, and I would also argue.
What is your style, though? What is your style?
Ahmed, you're wrong. Your Cole Palmer has scored 2 goals in 30 games.
Yeah, but again, but again, this is
I'm being honest.
No, I understand where you're gonna. Cole Palmer though is not the whole team, brothers. Guys, I don't think you understand that.
2 goals in 30 games. 1 was a penalty. One. Okay. See, you guys don't.
He's not players. Listen, players. Yeah, players. Listen, players. Let me just put this straight. Yeah, we're not Cole Palmer FC. He's obviously had a poor second season. We hopefully next season or this upcoming season.
It's not even about Palmer. It's the way how your manager uses it.
And also, it's also. I think for me, it's also on the owner, it's also on the player to adapt.
No, you're the
manager. No, it's not. This is not deflecting. I'm not deflecting because listen, every other player has also a lot of the other players have started to improve. A lot of players Enzo has improved under Enzo Mosquera. Caicedo has looked even better than he did the season before under Mosquera. Cucurella has improved under Enzo Mosquera. Neto towards the end of the season started to show flashes of what you were hoping for him to be. I have to disagree with that again. Listen, Cole Palmer, my personal opinion. If you watch him play these days, right, I think he's been a little bit greedy, a bit too much greedy, and not letting the passes flow. So a bit of it is on the player and the manager.
Has he scored in the FIFA?
What has Neto improved?
He's got 2 assists. He's got 2 assists in the club.
One second. I want to know why Ahmed. Why are you against Mosquera United, Ahmed?
Bro, I just broke it down. Yeah, like I said, yeah, with Mosquera, when I watch Chelsea, yeah, I don't see anything. Honestly speaking, like their football is just like very slow build up. Yeah, they're not. For example, when I watch Liverpool, I see how Slot is trying to use Gravenberch. I see how Slot's using McAllister. Even the awful players, yeah, like Sabuzlai, that I don't really rate. He's still getting a tune out of him. His player profiling and getting the best out of the players is very good. When I watch Mosquera trying to tell Gusto to invert when he's clearly not good at that, and he's telling Palmer to only play as a number 10 and just force him to play make, when the season before that, he was roaming everywhere pretty much. He was floating on the right-hand side, was playing his best football. and then your whole attack literally died from after December. It was
Ahmed, he watches the Club World Cup, bro.
January.
Yes, Ahmed watched the Club World Cup. Because I don't think Ahmed watched
World
the Club
Cup. I'm talking about the Premier League.
Listen, yeah, the Club World Cup is still compared to competition. If you actually watch, the reason why, no. The reason why I'm talking about that, because obviously you're mentioning the Premier League season, and I think that's okay. Which I'm saying, okay, that's fair.
But it was the goalkeeper as well.
All right, 1 minute. That's fair. But then, if you look at the Club World Cup, he has started to experiment in trying to actually put Palmer in different positions to see how it's going to work. So I actually have to disagree with you there respectfully in the sense that most guys realize, okay, maybe he's not necessarily working there. And
small sample size.
That's not small sample size, bro. It's not. We've literally played 4 games right now, so it's not a small sample size. And secondly, in my personal opinion, I think for me, if you look at Mosquera himself, Mosquera has been tactically adaptable. I understand that Gusto obviously hasn't worked out so far, but Gusto is still a young player. Maybe he may need time. He may need time away. Of course, right? But he had one great season. He's had one poor season, right? We'll see what happens in this season.
But this is the problem. You're hypocrites. Because you called Arsenal the same issue. You are the biggest hypocrites of fan base I've realized.
What am I being hypocrite about?
Arsenal, when Arsenal used to be top 4, wallahi, and your aim is top 4 this season again. Your aim will be top. Oh, if I ask you, what's your aim next season? 3 or 4. You used to laugh at Arsenal.
Forget about that though.
I don't really give a shit about that.
One second. You laughed at Arsenal signing players saying their development. You used to say, oh, look at Arsenal. They're signing players who are development. But guess what? You've become the same people they used to laugh about. That's why I don't see the hypocrisy. You have to be consistency. To me, I'm looking at your best player. Cole Palmer has been poor. Yeah, he's got 2 goals in 30 games. You don't tell fans that. One was a penalty.
Forget about that, bro.
For guy you compare to Saka, Mohamed Salah.
Now, see, this is where he loses me. This is where Hamza loses me.
No, one second. I'm being honest.
No, but this is where you lose me.
It's not all about Cole Palmer's not scoring because Maresca. John, this guy is not scoring because Maresca. This is what I keep seeing the same fan base doing. You do the same thing. And I guarantee you, João Pedro fell. And I'll tell you why. For me, for 55, is it 55 to 60 million?
Yes.
55 million.
Yeah. He scored 10 goals. He's 1 in 3 for Brighton last season. Before that, it was 9 in 31 matches. Again, 1 in 3. Before that, was 3 goals in 28 appearances. He's going to be 24 years old. He's not someone like Kvaratskhelia, game changer.
Why are you comparing him to the elites?
Wirtz, game changer. I don't see him. He's just João Pedro.
This problem for me. Listen, you know what? Let me give you a nice. Let me just wait. Hamza. You're talking too much, bro. You're talking too much, bro. It's not my turn to talk, bro. You talk too much, bro. Okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it about João Pedro is a consistently good performer for Brighton. He's a Premier player. He needs to take the next step.
55 million?
Yes, I don't care what my club plays. As long as the player does the job, you know what I mean? As long as the player does the job, that's what matters to me, bro.
You guys are fighting over. You guys are fighting over some. Here's the thing. Look, when we signed Wijnaldum, he was just Wijnaldum from Newcastle. When we signed Robertson, the thing is with João Pedro is I'm not changing my energy because I wanted him at my own club. People in the chat will tell you when I was doing Liverpool streams, I was saying I would take João Pedro. I really like him. I think as a footballer, he offers a lot to the team. But anyway, listen, I don't want to speak about.
Ask one question in the chat for everyone that is here. Hit that like button, people. One name only. Who's gonna be more successful in the 25-26 Premier League season? Is it gonna be Shirky or João Pedro? You let me know in the chat.
I think one name only. Yes, one word answer. That's
let me say one word.
No, Hamza, that's a question for the chat. No, that's a question for the chat. Hamza, I want to talk about Norgaard and Mosquera. Wait.
Go and tweet exactly what I did when I tweeted when Cherky did a nutmeg. 5 million people views were like, wow, football's back. Go and put that there, Pedro.
Wait, just to say something.
Guys, everyone. Moment of order, please. Let me Hamza, control yourself. I want to just read the super chats, and then after that we'll go to talk about Mosquera and Norgaard. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Hey, one thing about Ahwa is, guess what? We always going to be entertaining as shit. You get me? So hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I see Al Jazeera Australia in the chat as well. Big up to you, Nick. I hope you're not reporting about me insulting anyone, because I don't do that. You get me? I completely agree with what you said, by the way. You should never insult people personally. First of all, big up to you, whoever you are. This is very confusing. Thank you for the super chat, but I have no idea what this means. You get me? If you're
AI super
promoting...
chatting.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat, but I have no idea what the hell you're saying, Habibi. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for sending super chat. I appreciate you, but I am so confused. I've never been more confused my whole life. I don't know if you're promoting AI or promoting a machine gun or something. I don't know, Habibi, but thank you regardless. You get me? I'm confused, though, but thank you. Big up to Blaze, who says, Hamza, why does City also have 4 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 11 midfielders? Quick answer, Hamza, not a paragraph.
1 second, let me educate him. We don't have 4 goalkeepers first. Number 1, we got Bettinelli, we nicked from Chelsea. He didn't want to stay. He's our 3rd choice keeper. Yeah, big up Bettinelli. We got Ortega, who's 32-year-old. We don't sign young. And we got Edison. We don't. That's it. The same keeper we've had for the last 3 years. We don't keep signing keepers like you guys. You signed 10 keepers and you won 11. Well, now you've got 10 keepers and you won an 11th keeper. You're confused even. Let me know your defense.
Big up to Javid, who says, me thinks Hamza's button is stuck on waffle setting always. Sometimes pancake, sometimes waffle, but mostly waffle. Big up to Fonzie, says, Hamza is definition of rules for thee, not for me. Fact. The rules don't apply to him. Hamza, quick answer. Who's better, Rice or Reindeers? One word, Hamza.
This is easy.
Rice or Randy? Listen, Rice is...
One word. Who's better?
Don't waffle. Just say one word.
Who do you think positions. I think they play different positions.
Who do you think is better in their position? Who do you think is better in their position?
Rice is a better player. Reinder's not ready-made.
Khalas.
For Man City,
I'm not going to read the super chat because you get me. None of us are unproud, but I look forward to watching Gay at Liverpool, inshallah, next season. Big up to Redline Taranga, who says, Pedro as a second striker, 10, cool. As a main center forward, no. False line only works with goal scoring left winger and right winger. Yeah, but here's the thing. I agree with you. Guess what? The goal scoring right winger is Cole Palmer. Who's the goal scoring left winger? That's the thing. That's why if they go sign Lookman, now you're cooking. Now you are cooking. You get me? But you're cooking right now. But I think you'll be cooking extra or Kudus. Whether Pedro works or not depends how much Maresca develops him. Not necessarily a flop. Firmino's a greater example. Deemed a flop till Klopp's arrival. Fact. The way that Klopp used Firmino, I will never forget this. And this is a story for everyone in the chat. Brendan Rodgers' final game away from home before Everton, United away. He played Firmino right wing back. Klopp came in 3 weeks later, played Firmino false 9. Completely different, you get me? Completely different, like animal. And I see this fraud Texas Blue. I'm going to call you out, you fraud. You're writing a comment on my video going like, oh, Hussam is building us up to tear us down. Yeah, Habibi, I want to draw Pedro at my own club. Why should I sit here and say just shit signing? So if Mo, as an example, wants, let's say, I don't know, let's say Mo wants Van Dijk at his club.
Hoyland.
And let's say City signed Van Dijk. What should Mo say? Van Dijk is shit? I wanted Pedro at my own club. You get me? Ahmed, why you gassed about Cunha and Mbeumo when you have Amorim? Chelsea fans are big mad at you right now.
I mean, I'm not gassed in terms of Amorim. When have I said I'm gassed about Amorim?
Fair.
Yeah.
Hamza, how is Foden going? I'm going to the US to watch World Cup next year. Will he be in the England squad? Hope you're all well, Habibis. Hey, I hope Indonesia qualify.
Yeah, man. Listen, Foden's doing well World Cup. He got man of the match against Juventus. I think we rattled Juventus 5. As Italian team always got dunked 5. Inter Milan were first victims, and I did Juventus the second victims. And then he was man of the match.
Okay, listen, on that note, guys, big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Guys, we're not even at 300 likes yet. Wallah, I have some shame. Ahwa crew is back once a week. We're cooking in this transfer window. At least like the video, man. Everyone, please hit the like button. Everyone, please subscribe. Right now, guys, yalla, like and subscribe because we're going to be talking about Arsenal. You get me? So, Norgaard and Mosquera, you get me? Since we last spoke, Saad, your club is cooking in the transfer window. You get me? Talk to me,
Cooking is insane. Listen, big up to everybody. I've been a bit quiet. I didn't even get to speak on the Chelsea section.
Because
let me get
Hamza,
into
he's
that.
never gonna allow you to talk.
Exactly. Hamza is just the spokesperson for Chelsea, apparently.
Talk sport Hamza's here.
Yeah, well, like, it's crazy. But listen, speaking on our signings at the moment, Mosquera, it looks like that's going to get done. Agreed terms with him. Norgaard is a done deal. He's having, I don't know if he's having the medical next week. In the midfield, I think we've gone backwards severely with bringing in Norgaard as the replacement for Thomas Partey. Nowhere near the player that Thomas Partey is. I don't care if somebody wants to come out and say, I know that Mo has his smoking gun, and we'll get to the argument in a second. But in my personal opinion, I think we've gone backwards.
100%.
Thomas Partey is the third best DM in the league. This guy is an amazing DM. Would go to any big club in the world, and would add star power in their midfield. And bringing in Norgaard, who is somebody who is similar age to Thomas Partey and not even been tested at the top level, never played a game at the top level to my knowledge. And all of a sudden we're bringing this guy in instead of paying Thomas Partey like 50 grand extra from what we already paying him. So in my personal opinion, I think it's been dreadful. Zubimendi, for everybody who's saying Zubimendi is replacing Partey, okay, but Partey was meant to be the backup. Would you rather have Partey as a backup, or would you rather have Norgaard as the backup? What happens if Zubimendi gets injured now? I put this out as an argument in my stream that we did, where obviously people were coming in and saying all we were doing was moaning, but I think we were warranted to moan. I was even in the comments arguing with people that we were warranted to moan about this situation at our club right now, because first of all, we're getting rid of Thomas Partey. If Zubimendi gets injured and then Rice gets injured, which is something that's more than likely can happen. It's not something that's out of the realm of possibility for Rice or Zubimendi to possibly be injured for like maybe a month at the same time. That's not out of the realm of possibility. I am then resorting back to a midfield of Norgaard in the DM, either Mikel Merino or Kai Havertz in the 8, and Ødegaard in front of them. Brother, that midfield will not win you no league. That midfield will not win you a Champions League. That midfield will not win you major honours. I don't even think it will win you FA Cup or League Cup, that midfield. So this is the problem. People sit here and they continue to peddle and continue to like speak positively about everything that the club does. No, you can criticize it. You don't have to sit there and think about, because the club are doing it, they're thinking about it logistically. We want to spend money in the attacking areas. We've spent fuck all for the last two windows, bro. If we spent fuck all for the last 2 windows, what do we have? We must have plenty of money. You're telling me that we can't give fucking 50 grand more a week to Thomas Partey on like a 1 or 2 year contract or whatever you wanted. I think it was a 1+1 contract. And then go and still get the forwards that we need to get. These men have not spent money. So for the Arsenal fans that are sitting there and are telling me that Thomas Partey doesn't,
maybe it's PSR though.
Thomas Partey doesn't have
that argument. If somebody put us to PSR,
brother, we have. So here's where I come in and I say fuck the PSR argument, because the PSR argument got done in by David Ornstein and by Fabrizio Romano and by Sami Mokbel and by. And Sami Mokbel and
by the way.
Yeah, Habibi. People tell me this. But people tell me this. He's rage baiting, but people actually tell me this is a real thing. What about PSR? Do you want us to be in a situation where we're like Newcastle or these teams where we have to be forced to sell? No, we're not going to be in that situation, because David Ornstein, Sami Mokbel, these guys came out and said we are fine. We are well in the green. So for the people who are going to sit there and be overly positive about the
Norgaard replacing Jorginho though, because you're very angry.
No, he's the Partey replacement. David Ornstein said he's the Partey replacement. He replaces Partey. Fabrizio Romano says he replaced Partey. I don't know who's going to come in as the Jorginho replacement.
Norgaard is a player. On this question, do you not think Norgaard is a good player? I think Norgaard's a decent player, bro.
I think he's average, above average. in my personal opinion.
I'm saying he's above average. My Habibi Jorginho is below average.
But he's not the guy. He's not there to replace Jorginho, bro.
Saad, you're an intelligent human being.
He's there to replace Thomas Partey.
Can we actually have a?
Let me
a
just
good
say one
argument?
sentence and then I'll give more the mic. Yeah, Habibi, 1 second. Saad, you're an intelligent man. You know, even if Fabrizio and whoever the fuck say it, you know for a fact that Zubamendi is the Partey replacement. Allow it. Me and you both know this. Because the starter is going to be Zubamendi.
Ask a question to yourself, Saad. Who would you rather have, right? Partey at 32 years old, that only had 1 season without injuries, who has been injured for every season for Arsenal and cost Arsenal a lot. Okay, he's a great player.
Yes.
That is going to AFCON in January as well this season. And Jorginho, or you replace that with Zubamendi, who all his career in the last 4 years have missed 11 games. All his career. He's missed 11 games in injuries. And Norgaard, who's a physical specimen in the midfield, that played for a good team in Brentford under a very good coach of Thomas Partey. And don't give me the answer of, I want Zubamendi and Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey wanted money, I don't know how much, and apparently Arsenal didn't want to pay him that money, and we will know in his next contract, if he signs a 2-year, not 1+1, that means he asked Arsenal for 2 years. Also, you gotta address the elephant in the room. We all know, right, that Thomas Partey has allegations around him, and maybe the club wanted to distance himself from this. I don't know if he's guilty or not. I have no idea. I'm not going to judge anybody, but there is a lot of backlash from the media about Thomas Partey staying at Arsenal. So Arsenal, I think, did the sensible thing. They offered him a contract, maybe 1 year plus year, and they knew that he's going to reject. He rejected the contract. They replaced him with Zubamendi, and then Norgaard is the backup. I would rather have Norgaard and Zubamendi than Partey and Jorginho. Because last season, you watch Jorginho, he can't even walk. The guy has no knees anymore. He couldn't even walk when he was 25. Basically, he used to move in his place. Now he's older. And you want to talk about depth in midfield? Declan Rice is your backup 6, right? Declan Rice doesn't get injured. You're assuming the worst case scenario. It's like Liverpool now signing a DM, and Liverpool fans come and complain and say, what if Gravenberch and then you DM get injured? But why are you assuming? Like Liverpool sign a center back and they say, what if Gehi, Konate, and Van Dijk get injured? Well, you have 2 DMs. You have 3 now. You have 3 people that can play DMs. Who do you want to third? Who do you want? Do you want to go sign Rodri to be your third DM?
No.
Who do you want to sign?
No. You can sign Partey, but you.
But why didn't want to stay
with Partey? Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he went through. So this is the thing.
How do you know that he wanted to stay?
Because he's coming out. His representatives are all coming out saying Thomas Partey wants to stay. We want to stay. All the news that we hear from David Ornstein, all the news that we hear from Fabrizio Romano, all of these credible journalists, Thomas Partey's priority is to stay at Arsenal. That is Thomas Partey's priority, is to stay in England. His family are happy in England. He wants to stay at Arsenal. Now, they offered him a contract. They wanted him to stay at the same wage, if not, or I think they wanted to take a slight pay cut in order to stay at the club. He did not want to do that. He wanted, I think, 50k more added on or some shit like that.
Okay, so then he left because he's not getting enough.
It's not even that much for us to just say, you know what, let's just give you that because he is a good enough thing. When you bring up the injury records and when you bring up the injury things, I understand that he's had injuries. Yes, I do, 100%. But we're not asking Thomas Partey to play 35 games in a season. He is going to be used as a backup player. He is going to be used as somebody who comes in to close out games. He's going to...
Great. So Saad wants a player that will stay on the bench to actually get paid 250k.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yes, but for what he gives you, he is a starter who will be a bench player. He is a starter who is a bench player as well, bro. You pay if your players are that good, they're worth that money.
Great.
We have more than enough money.
Okay, Saad, you need to understand. The club wants to move to another direction from Partey. They want to try different thing in Zubamendi, right? So Zubamendi, by definition, is going to be the bench player. And he's not young. There is a difference between, let me give you an example. There is a difference between signing Gravenberch at Liverpool at the age of 21 to be the bench player. Like Gravenberch has time to sit on the bench and learn. He has time to be the second option. Thomas Partey's fucking 32. Giving him a 2-year contract at the age of 32, 250k to sit on the bench. The club is gaining nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. When you
I just wanted to see.
can I
But
add
the
one more thing?
problem is they
Of
can
course, the
still,
free
they can
Hold
still
on.
you can
Hold
still
on.
split the minutes between them, bro.
Hold
You're
on.
not-
And nobody does this shit. Nobody
is
splits
mad.
minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody
You can
splits
split minutes. Are you mad? Yes,
Nobody
you
splits
can.
minutes.
You do that when you're older. You've done that with Edu.
You
Patrick
split
Vieira,
Habibi,
Silva.
Habibi,
You had Patrick Vieira.
Muhammad is
Okay,
time.
let me- Saad, you're right.
Hamza wanted
Yeah,
to
Habibi
let
Muhammad, they
Potter
signed the young guy.
Huh?
Guys, it is they signed the young guy to not have shared minutes.
exactly.
They signed
But-
the young guy to be the consistent starter. So Thomas Partey is gonna get minutes
Bench.
every now and then.
Exactly.
It's a difference between signing a player that is old and actually share the minutes between 30 years old and a 25 years old and a 32 years old.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. Thomas Partey is good. His injury record at Arsenal doesn't warrant him extra 2 years of 250k, regardless of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
But,
rebut
so,
my-
so, no, wait, before you go, Hamza, I was going to talk.
I agree with
My
Saad.
problem-
I can't lie to you.
My problem is, yeah, you
More
cannot
cook,
tell
by
me.
the way.
Wait, you cannot, in my
Go ahead.
personal opinion, yeah, tell me that you should be paying 250k a week, yeah, for a guy that's gonna pay bench minutes, bro. I'm sorry, Norgaard is actually, I can't lie to you, value for money, yeah, for a guy that's gonna be a substitute essentially for you, and it's gonna
Never
be
played at
taking
top level.
less, and it's gonna pay less wages. It doesn't matter, but he's gonna be a bench player. Is he gonna be playing big games for me? Is Norgaard gonna be playing big
Right,
games
right,
for you?
right.
So what happens? What happens?
No.
When Zubelmandi, hold on.
Yes.
What happens if I'm
Zubelmandi
playing
gets
Rice?
injured.
If I'm playing Rice at the 8 and I'm playing Zubelmandi at the 6, Zubelmandi goes down injured, clutches at his
Injured.
knee,
6 months out. 5 months out.
clutches at his knee
Okay.
in January. In February, just after the January window's finished, he clutches at his knee and he's gone for at least three.
Norgaard,
maybe 4
I
months.
promise you,
And then
Norgaard.
Norgaard comes in the latter stages of the Champions League. Am I supposed to trust Norgaard as my DM, bro?
No,
In the
Yes.
latter end of the competition, bro.
I have a very
No,
good
1
question.
second. Let's not finish.
Then I have
No,
to
actually,
sit there and
just
move
wait to
stuff
speak in
around
the Man
and
City
play
section.
Rice.
Sam, come
Like,
to the
bro,
camera.
what is this, bro?
Yes, I'm here,
Come to the
Habibi.
camera.
Yes.
Come to the camera.
Yes.
Should
I'm
Liverpool
gonna
should Liverpool go sign a 32 years old on 250k to be backup for Salah in case Salah gets knee injury?
Of
Does
course
any
not.
club in the world think like this? Any club?
There is actually.
different. A
Okay,
DM is
you wanna know
different. You're
something?
talking
Let me-
about
let
an
me
attack.
just say.
No, but hold
Saad,
on, Mo's
Saad,
using a
Saad.
stupid argument.
bro,
That's
bro,
a
bro,
stupid
bro,
argument, bro. That's a stupid argument.
Marina, by the way.
Saad,
What
one
Marina,
second.
by the way?
Stupid argument.
Saad,
Where is Marina in this
Saad,
equation?
especially-
Salah,
Equation.
Mad argument, bro.
It's the heart
Ask
of
the question.
Salah is
One
more
second.
That's an attacker.
any
But
DM
That's an
that comes out.
attacker.
Saad,
That's an attacker.
One second.
Let me just answer this question.
Hamza, I'll let you go. I promise.
Come on,
Let me just say
I'll
one.
mute for 25 minutes.
Let me just say one thing. This is how it feels when you're
Listening.
speaking for 30 minutes. Let me just say one
Okay,
thing,
fine.
Hamza. 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. There is completely 100% factual stuff that Mo said. This is what Mo said that's true. First of all, literally every single manager has a set 11 that he wants to play in every single game. Partey in an AFCON season is not going to accept sitting on the bench. And Zubelmandi is not going to say yes to coming from Real Sociedad to also sitting on the bench. Both things don't work. Both of them would want to start. You're not going to bench Odegaard because he's your captain, so this is your best option. Now, there's only one argument that Saad could have presented, which he did not, that makes his case strong. And it is an argument someone presented to me yesterday when I was talking about this. The only thing now is Zubelmandi has to hit the ground running. If Zubelmandi, this is the strong argument. If Zubelmandi does not hit the ground running, now Arsenal are fucked. We can all agree. But if you are in Arsenal's place, the reason why this makes sense is Partey's injury record and the fact that he wants 250 grand a week at his age, given the fact that he's not an unbelievable performer. If Partey, people say Partey, okay, Habib, Partey is amazing. But I'm sorry, I think Zubelmandi can replicate what Partey does. Now, the truth of the matter is, he can. He might need even a year to get to the level, but he can. Now, the thing is the following. Look, people are looking at it as a package of Partey and Zubimendi versus Norgaard and Zubimendi. Fuck what Fabrizio said. Let's all be logical here. We all know that the club probably knew that Thomas Partey is leaving because they're not going to accept the wage demands and because he won't start for Arsenal next season. So what they went and they did is they replaced Partey with Zubimendi, because no one's going to convince me that Zubimendi is the Jorginho replacement, because he's obviously the Partey replacement. And then they replaced Jorginho with a player that's 1 year younger, has an engine, can actually run, in Norgaard. We're being very logical about the situation. The biggest pressure now, actually, and this is where the negative, Saad has a point from a negative perspective, which is true, which is now Zubimendi has to hit the ground running. Because if Zubimendi does not hit the ground running, now it's going to be Norgaard, Rice, and Odegaard in midfield. Now you have a problem which we can all agree with.
I actually disagree. I actually, can I say, what? Wallahi, one thing. I actually, it's going to be a Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, or Rice, Merino, Odegaard.
That's even worse.
Okay, hold on. There is one more thing, Osam, that you're forgetting. It might be Rice, Eze, Odegaard. Everyone is forgetting that
has no balance. That has no balance.
Just before you go, quickly. One thing I want to say. Just one thing I want to say really quickly. One thing, Marino, guys.
Listen to what I said, yeah?
Let's listen to Hamza now.
Listen, Wallahi, I said to him, Saad, I told my fan base, including Martin and everything, don't mess around with the engine of a football team. And that's the central midfield. Everything goes past the Saad. The key issue is Saad is close to winning the title. His players are nearly ready there. But if he doesn't win the title in the next 2 years, he must start losing his assets. He must start losing Saka, Saliba, Magalesh will be 2 years older. You have to look at the whole situation, Saad. Look at the whole situation, Saad. Your team has been close winning the title. But now you have to deliver to those guys. Like Odegaard, Rice, Saka. This is the key. So you have to make a smart decision. Don't listen to this emotional decision, Saad. In 2003, 2004, because these guys never watched Premier League for that long, you had a top midfield. Wallahi, you had Gilberto Silva, Patrick Vieira, and Edu. Wallahi, used to rotate them. And you looked after them so well that no one could beat you. Patrick Vieira, I think he played 28 games. Gilberto Silva played, but they were rotating each other.
Yeah, but Edu accepted
one thing. Saad, listen, I fear one thing. If Zubimendi gets injured and is out with a hamstring tear, meniscus damage, forget ACL.
If Haaland gets injured, if Rodri gets injured, if Van Dijk gets injured,
I'll give you an answer. Saad, if I lose Rodri, yeah, I have now Nico G, Kovacic, Reinders in midfield. Yeah, I've got four. Reinders is quality, I believe. Rodri is quality. Kovacic is quality. And Nico G is okay. 4. Saad, Rice has to go 6. Who's going to play there? You're finished. Saad, you're finished. One midfield. Rice goes injured, you're done. Zubimendi gets injured, you're done. Don't let them fool you, Saad. It was a wrong decision. I think with Partey, Zubimendi, and Rice, I tell you this, we would have
But Partey is not staying, Hamza.
No, I'm not. I'm hoping for Zubimendi. Let Zubimendi get injured. You see, Saad, you come back to exactly. These guys are flip-flopping and they're lying to you. Look at more.
Injury is crazy. But...
Bro, look at one injury. Midfield. Joke with that midfield. You see, crazy. You're finished.
Listen, I think the arguments... Go ahead, Ahmed. I'll let you speak.
No, listen. I'll be honest here. I've seen so many people. This Norgaard signing here. I've heard a lot of copium in it. Listen, bro. I'll be real. Yeah, listen. That's an awful signing, isn't it? It's an awful signing. It's not good. It really isn't good. No one's watched Brentford yet for every single game and looked at Norgaard yet and be like, wow. We're only saying Norgaard is a good signing here when we've not actually watched it. Because if that was the case, why was no one not saying anything about this player before they bought him? So that's my thing. Why did no one say about Norgaard early on in the season. I've never heard of him. Every time I play against Brentford, there's two players.
I will shout at Norgaard.
No, but listen, you're talking about minority in it. I'm talking about for the majority. Yeah. At the end of the day, this signing is literally like it means nothing. It's not gonna improve.
It doesn't scare anyone.
It doesn't change it. I've seen something about. I think he's good in aerial duels and he's really tall in it. He probably wants to add more corner goals, more set pieces in the similar to Marino. So at the end of the day, people say, "Oh, but it's backup." Even if he was a backup, let's say you're starting midfielders Rice, Ødegaard, and Zubimendi. You can still have Marino as the backup. Skelly can even chip in. I know he plays as a left back, but he's good enough to play in it. Yeah, he's not proven, but I'm just saying, innit? Norgaard is not that great of a backup, in comparison to the other players that you can just bring on the bench. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to improve literally on the starting team, and buying these backup players it shows that you're not really that serious and you don't really want to improve that much and go the extra mile and go for this title. Bro, Liverpool just won a title, and they're going for...
There's only June 29th, bro. Like, there's still a whole month and a half of signings to do. Like, what would you say?
But what I'm trying to say is that this is why they always fall short. This type of signing literally proves my point.
Calvin Phillips signing for useless.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Useless. Those signings were the reason why I've
I
gone
love
backwards.
the fact Liverpool are now the example of richest club.
Listen,
actually, forget Liverpool. Forget them. Like I said,
Oh, Scott, We're going to find Palace captain.
If you're 1-0 up against Fulham and you go Zubimendi and Rice, are you going to take off Zubimendi?
Bro, can someone please tell me here? Can someone please tell me?
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing for me because Hassan, you're saying to me it's a bad argument.
Hit the ground running. I think that's a very valid criticism.
You guys. No, but
your problem is not Zubimendi. Let me just say one thing. The problem is not. Guys, the problem in this argument is not what if Zubimendi and Rice get injured. The problem is what if Zubimendi doesn't hit the ground running? What if Zubimendi?
But my problem is, guys, they still have other midfielders that still exist. Okay, you lost Partey. Okay,
Moreno?
You still got Mikel Moreno.
Marino's not good enough.
The midfielder. No. But we can keep cooking on this. But generally, wallah, I'm not gonna say here. He's a midfielder, bro. Yes, of course, he helped out in attack because you don't have any strikers. But look, Marino, Rice, and obviously Ødegaard. It's not a bad option.
Bro. So, someone said about you missed out on Zubimendi. Wait, hold on. One sec. Someone said to me, you missed out on Zubimendi as a starter. Listen, the reason why these lot are getting Zubimendi because one, he can pass. The reason why they're getting Zubimendi, the reason why they're getting Zubimendi is because Declan Rice ain't a number 6. So they actually realized, we bought Rice. We thought he was a number 6 at West Ham.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. Don't waffle. I'll stop you when you waffle. When you waffle, I'll stop you.
Listen. All of Zubimendi's qualities are literally Declan Rice's deficiencies. And what is that? Line breaking passes, good on the ball, press resistant, and can do all of that as the number 6.
Declan Rice was not bought in as a 6, bro. He was bought in as an 8.
What was he bought in then? To what?
He was bought in to play as an 8.
Oh, no.
He was bought in to play as an 8.
If you say so.
Wanted to play him, but they said it. They said it in his. If you go to Declan Rice's interview,
your whole fan base said we have the best number 6. He was bought in as a number 6.
No, he can play very well as a number 6. But his interview at the start of when he joined Arsenal, he clearly says, "My job here is to try and improve on my attacking and go forward more and try and get more goals and affect the game on the other side of the pitch, while obviously chipping in with being able to help with defensive abilities as well." But this is something that Rice said because he knew when he came in that Arteta wanted to play him at the left.
Can I ask you? Do you actually don't rate Norgaard at all?
What is Norgaard going to do, by the way? What's he going to do?
Just keep the ball to
me.
What's he going to do?
Norgaard, all he needs to do is get stuck in.
Guys, Liverpool just won the league.
It's a good problem. People make it like Arsenal signed the championship player.
No, guys, Norgaard to Arsenal is simply what Endo is to Liverpool. That's it,
No, I think he's better than Endo.
He's better than
Why
Endo.
did no one mention about Norgaard before?
I've never had more talk about Norgaard.
Listen, guys, all Norgaard needs to do, and he can do this quite well, is whenever obviously do a tackle, make sure that he breaks up the line whenever that needs to happen as a 6, and just pass the ball to Rice.
So basically, you're adding more defensive players when you're already defensively sound.
That's legit all he has to do, bro. And then if he needs to get to
midfield is the key. If the engine's not working, you don't need to do that. The engine has to move the car. If you ain't got that engine working, you don't need just to pass. He has to control the tempo.
He's been in the Premier League for 6 seasons.
He has to
not
make
hit a
it,
single
the
person.
attack is
Like,
flowing. He has to break the lines. That's what a midfield does. You know, to play in midfield. I played in central midfield.
No, you did
It's
not.
hard work. You use brains. My guy can run up and down, up and down.
How's the talking from experience, bro?
Bro, Mo, listen. When Mo didn't have a midfield in Champions League, he held 5.
No, what is adding another defensive player going to do to Arsenal? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
With Norgaard,
I just hope we can get our.
Imagine you go to Paris with Norgaard.
I just hope we can get our attacking players. To be honest, that's the main thing that I'm waiting for. Like all of this stuff is secondary right now to the actual thing that we need to fix, which is the attack.
And speaking of attacking players, Arsenal want Mosquera. Tell us your thoughts.
Speaking of attacking players, this guy, bro. This guy
I'm
is
such a highwad.
He was violent.
Arsenal, mate. You get me?
Yeah, listen, man, we're getting a defender. I think
shock.
What's his name? Yeah, relax.
They're building a basketball team or something.
People are leaving. People are leaving. I'm not too bothered about this one, to be honest. I really couldn't care less about this. Apparently, Kivior's leaving. Amongst other things, bro. Kivior's leaving.
Who's leaving?
They need to Kivior.
Zinchenko,
Kivior,
Kirentini.
Oh, Kirentini's gone already.
Tomiyasu
To Celtic. No, Tomiyasu is injured, so he's not leaving. Yeah.
Bro, the talent ID is not looking good.
But what's it called? Mosquera coming in. To be honest, I think he's more just a centre back rotation more than anything. I'm not gonna sit here and go crazy about that signing. My main problem is the midfield and the attack, because the attack is the most important thing. The attack is what we need to go and fix. We all know what players we need to get or what players they're trying to get. The players that we need to get is it's not Sesko, it's Gyökeres. I almost fumbled there, bro. It's Gyökeres and Rodrigo. That's the players that we need to get. If not Rodrigo, I would be able to take Ademola Lookman, because I think he's a very good player. And if we can get him, that's a brilliant signing. But at the moment, do you know what I mean? It's all. We don't know what striker we're going for.
Yeah, man, it's only June 29th. Again, it's only June. I feel like, bro, it's June 29th, bro.
But for me, they need to be in before. I want the attackers to be in before the start of pre-season. They need to be going on that plane for 19th. We leave on the 19th.
So far, you're
they need to be in before.
So far, your signings show that you're not really that ambitious. Until you get Rodrigo, I'll be quiet. But in the meantime, so far, I don't see anything. Honestly, Norgaard and another.
I mean, the transfer window is not really open yet, but
we can base it off like your other transfer windows and how ruthless and how ambitious you are.
I don't think you can do that because Andrea Berta wasn't there. We have a new sporting director, so that's completely different to where we were, bro. But that's a point to put out there, bro. If there's you can't sit here and tell me you're gonna blame Ineos for all of the stuff that FSG done based on previous stuff that FSG.
No, but you said you've got a new sporting director.
That the Glazers done. You're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, Ineos, based on what Glazers done.
Forget about Ineos
will be the same.
But
that's the point. You're not going to do that, bro. You can't sit here and tell me that you're gonna paint Andrea Berta with the same brush that you're gonna paint Edu with.
No, but you're saying you've got a new sporting director. How do you know that he's not ambitious? But in the same sentence, you're having a rant about Norgaard. So Like,
yes, no, because that might be a mistake.
he was going to get Zubimendi, even
we
if
don't know what major signings they're going to make. That's not a major signing. They've already made a major signing in the midfield, which is class an ambitious signing in Zubimendi. So they've already made that ambitious signing in the midfield. So you can't sit there and say, oh, they're not ambitious, because they have made an ambitious signing.
The reason why I can say
Zubimendi was a player.
The reason why I can say you're not ambitious is because I'm looking at what Liverpool and Man City are doing, and you're not ambitious.
Okay, so
they've done more than you in the league, and they've done more than you recently.
Liverpool, and City are going through a complete rebuild. They had to get multiple new players in because they were utter dog shit last season. Yeah. And their midfield was getting rammed through left. Their midfield.
3 points.
Yeah,
they've also won a treble.
No. But you were, compared to your standards and compared to how you finished. So calm down, Hamza. 1 second, just relax. Because compared to your standards, this guy's about to jump out of his seat, like as if compared to his standards, these men were reaching fucking 95 points, and then they do that last season.
I don't understand, Ahmed, what you're talking about. So, City wanted Cherky, who only Liverpool wanted, and they rated Liverpool said, we don't want that guy. So City went for him. Nobody else were in for Cherky. Reinders, City have spoken to him in early, and no one wanted Reinders. Arsenal didn't want Reinders. Liverpool didn't want Reinders. Good player. Ait Nouri, Liverpool wanted Ait Nouri, already spoke to Ait Nouri and then said, we're not signing Ait Nouri, we're going for the better one, and he's Kerkez. So City signed him. Arsenal don't need a left back. Arsenal are not signing an 8 because they have Declan Rice, they have Odegaard. They're not targeting an 8, and they don't want a ring. They only want strikers. The striker market is tougher. And the reason why the striker market is tougher, because Sporting Lisbon said that we're going to take this money, and then in the summer they changed their mind.
Available for 30+ mil for Palace. Jokeris is not the only striker.
Are you meant?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh my God! You want me to pull up to the Santiago Bernabeu? You want me to pull up to the new camp with Mateta as striker?
What's wrong with Mateta? Can you tell me what's wrong with him?
He's a good player, but that's our Arsenal one.
There's levels.
So what do Arsenal want? What do Arsenal want? So you're saying you want a striker, yeah?
Arsenal are okay. Number one, people that are moaning and complaining, the Arsenal fans. I'm just gonna tell you, because I spoke about this. In terms of the left winger, they're like, we want Rodrigo. Why didn't you sign Rodrigo? But Rodrigo hasn't even made up his mind. So they have two choices, and I'm just being very logical here. Arsenal have two choices: remove Rodrigo from their list, go and negotiate for Lookman or Semenyo, and sign them. Comes the end of the club, Habibi, just wait. Comes the end of the Club World Cup, Rodrigo's like, you know what? I didn't get fucking enough minutes. I'm going to be a squad player. I want to leave. The president of Real Madrid today said that, and there's only one player that wants to leave. Any player that wants to leave us, bring an offer to the table, and then we'll talk. That is directly to Arsenal and Rodrigo.
Why not get Matoma from Brighton? Why not get Matoma? He's a left winger.
And I really give you the scenario. If Arsenal go and get Matoma tomorrow, and then Rodrigo at the end of the World Cup in about 2-3 weeks say, I want to go. Now Arsenal already spent the money for the left winger on Matoma.
Get them both.
Now you're talking about.
I'm trying.
Do you realize that because Brighton? So now hold on, Ahmed. Do you realize that because you realize that
you pay for your?
Do you realize that because Brighton are basically con artists, yeah? In the modern day, they're con artists. You do realize that they will charge. Yes, they're 100% con artists. They will. You will step to the door. You will step. Yeah, brother. Listen, Pedro cost.
You could have got João Pedro.
Pedro Neto. João Pedro cost 50 mil. Yeah, okay. That's one out of like freaking 50. Yeah, that you can name. When you pull up to Brighton, hold on. When I pull up to Brighton to try and negotiate for Matoma, guess what they're gonna tell me? 90 million, 100 million, and then we'll give it.
Here we go.
That's what they're gonna say to you. That's what they're gonna say to you. You're gonna spend more than you would spend on Rodrigo, on Matoma. What the fuck is that?
There is a great market opportunity that Arsenal missed, and everyone should be absolutely upset about it. Lee tweeted about this. Arsenal should have had the market opportunity of signing Morata, experienced forward that played for a lot of clubs, and Arsenal should have signed Morata.
No, but the thing,
Why don't you go and
Mo
sign him?
Mo is on
Okay,
ban.
let me
Mo's
just
on
say
ban
one
now,
thing.
wallahi.
Mo's on ban. Look at him laughing. Laugh, because I know you want to.
Wait, Hassan, can I ask you
I
something?
disagree with one
wait,
thing Mo said. I understand why Arsenal fans are frustrated because they have every right to, and I'll tell you why on a real level. Here's the thing: Arteta comes out in the press conference and says, "I want 3 forwards that all score 30 goals. I want goal scorers. I want players who help the team. Your first signing is Zubamendi. Your second signing is Norgaard. Your third signing is Mosquera." I understand why they're complaining. I understand why they're mad. I understand why they're pissed off. That's the thing. Like, they have every right to be angry because all season they're like, we don't have forward line players. We had to play a makeshift DM up top and blah, blah, blah. And there's a reason as well why they're frustrated. Actually, Turkish mentioned this. You're mentioning other Arsenal fans. I mentioned what Turkish says. You want to know the problem? Saad wakes up, inshallah, every day, happy, safe, and healthy. He looks at his phone. Sesko to Arsenal. Day after, Gyökeres to Arsenal. Day after, Sesko to Arsenal. Day after, Gyökeres to Arsenal. And it's just a loop where Arsenal fans are confused. It's getting to the point now where people, even who don't rate Sesko, want Arsenal to just announce Sesko and fuck it. Khalas, let's just sign a forward. Let's just do this. And that's the problem. That's why Arsenal fans are
fair criticism. Very fair criticism.
Yeah.
Like
So what's wrong?
I said this morning, the Arsenal should make up their fucking mind. You want Sesko or you want fucking Gyökeres? Make
by
up
the way.
your mind.
Oh, wait, so Hassan
Just
said
make up
they
your
want.
mind.
So Hassan said, yeah. Did you say, yeah? Just so I don't misquote you, that they want a guy who bags bare goals in the attacking. Is that what you're saying?
That's what.
No, Arteta came out in the press conference and said, I want 3 forwards who can score 20 plus goals.
So name me the players that can score bare goals in the Premier League that aren't. So who are they? So who's the top 20?
Haaland, Isak, Salah.
And who else?
بس خلاص.
Did Mbeumo not score 20 goals? Did he score 20 goals?
يا حبيبي ما he's telling you 30
Why
goals.
didn't they go for him? Hassan,
ما
why
Allah-
didn't Arsenal go for Mbeumo? Why?
Listen,
Because they
me and Ahmed,
Why
from
don't
the
they go?
beginning of the
He plays on the right wing.
plays
He's not going to
right
go
side
over
and he's
Sancho.
You see, by the way, he plays in the right
guys,
wing.
allow
There's
the
always-
bullshit. He can play up top.
He
allow
can
it.
play up top as well. There's always like,
Can play where up top?
Okay.
He's not. He
I
doesn't
have
play up
taken
top.
Mbeumo
for
up top
Liverpool.
with Liverpool.
Mbeumo,
right
yeah.
wing.
Let me make something clear. From the beginning of the transfer window, me and Ahmed have actually
Solanke.
agreed. I think the options. Solanke is a good player, Sava. Big up to you. Let me just say this. I have agreed with Ahmed completely from the beginning of the transfer window about this. I think Premier League proven players who are goal scorers is a good thing to go for. And you know, Mo, you're laughing at this, but I promise you, had Arsenal announced Cunha and Mbeumo, they would be a lot happier right now.
يا حبيبي ما هو معنى yes.
Facts.
Arsenal ما هو the club doesn't work to make Arsenal fans happy. 62 million pounds for a winger that
But
will
they
be a
aren't
backup.
working to make Arsenal better
Habibi.
if they sign Sesko.
Okay, yeah, now we talk.
Yeah, because
I-
guess what?
I-
Mbeumo is better than Sesko. Cunha is better than Sesko. Now what?
As a striker, no. As a striker, no. Mbeumo as a striker in the system Arsenal play, Mbeumo is not a better striker.
It's
Mo,
because
Mo.
Mbeumo is not a
Why
striker.
have you turned into like this tactical? Bro, we all know Mbeumo can play up top, ya habibi. Don't do this. I would have taken
What?
Mbeumo up top at Liverpool. مالك أخوي. He wouldn't. He can
حبيبي
play.
انت حبيبي you have Salah and you have other
They
you
have
Virgil.
Saka. They have
No, يا حبيبي
Odegaard.
Saka is not Salah. Arsenal need a number 9 that will be a box player and Mbeumo is not a box
So
player.
when I mentioned
Oh,
Mateta,
okay. You want to know something?
Mateta
Forget
is a good
Mbeumo.
player, Ahmed. Mateta is a good player. No one actually.
Forget
I like
Mbeumo.
Mateta.
Convince me right now that Sesko is better than Mateta. Go ahead.
Who?
Because you all laughed at Ahmed. I actually like Mateta. I rate Mateta. Convince
But
me
I
Sesko
never
is better
spoke
than
about. I never said anything.
Yeah, but that's
Saad.
the thing.
So-
And this comes back to your point.
No, but
That's why
Saad was
Arsenal
doing,
are
whoa.
frustrated. Because
like
on the one side, you have Gyökeres, elite goal scoring ability, 98 goals in 102 games, just fucking goal scoring machine.
Who?
Gyökeres. And then on the other
Yeah,
hand,
100. I agree with you.
100%.
100%.
And then on the other hand, you have a guy who scored 13 and 33 in the Bundesliga. That's why they're angry.
I spoke to a couple of Portuguese friends yesterday. Okay? One of them support Porto. I'm being serious, by the way, now. And one of them support Sporting. And they are very deep in football in Portugal. And they told me actually that at the current moment, Gyökeres might be actually not even on the market, even though he said that he wants to go and everything. The president doesn't want him to go for less than the money. And he's willing to make him sit on the bench, right? If he doesn't get the money he wants. They told me that the wife of the president of Sporting are actually, wallahi, that's what I've been told. Is actually talking to him and they're trying to convince him that it's either you give us the money we want or you're not leaving the club. Or, like, they are actually being so stubborn about this. And they told me one thing.
That's why Arsenal fans.
Okay, let me tell you something. They told me one thing that we don't know. They told me in Portugal, everyone knows that the person who's making all this is his agent. Because his agent is the one that spoke to the president. I'm just telling you now things that I've been told from guys that are they do this thing in Portugal and they like have connections and stuff. They told me this, basically.
Okay,
and the problem now, the problem, I'm not an IT kid, that's what I've been told. The problem now is that Arsenal don't even want to pay Cisco money. However, does anyone here, we will all mock Arsenal if they fucking pay 90 million euros for Cisco.
I'm gonna mock the shit out of Arsenal.
We're gonna like if they pay 90 million, and Arsenal know this, that Cisco's not worth 90 million. They're trying to negotiate 60 million euros, by the way, for him. You want to pay 50 million?
Hello. Okay, now stop.
Can I say one thing?
Okay, we go full circle. Hamza, let me just respond to his point. I'll let you go. Let me just say this. Now we have come full circle. Back to Ahmed's point. Okay? Arsenal tomorrow announce Mbuemo and Mateta. It's better than all this bullshit. Why are we lying?
No, Muhammad, they are waiting. Hassan, Manta, you forgot. They are waiting for Rodrigo's decision to decide if they're going to go for another winger or not. Number one target is Rodrigo. Rodrigo's gonna make. By the way, Arsenal are not in pre-season. Everyone is on holiday.
Okay, hello. You think you're waiting for Rodrigo? The other option is Eze, صح? Correct? The other option for left wing. Don't say 8. Me and you both know he's gonna play left wing.
So, no, because they're linked to Lookman.
Okay, hello. The third option is Lookman. The second option Eze. First option Rodrigo. Hello. They keep waiting the whole summer. Yalla, Rodrigo, make
They aren't waiting for the whole summer. They're waiting for the Club World Cup to end.
They wait 1 month. Hello. Rodrigo, make your mind up, make your mind up. And then Eze goes to Spurs because he feels disrespected by Arsenal. Exactly what happened with Lavia, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Same exact scenario. Eze goes like, fuck all this. If I'm not your first option, I don't want to come. And then he goes to Spurs. And then you're sat there essentially with Rodrigo and Lookman. Now, Rodrigo says, I want to stay at Real Madrid. I don't want to leave. Now what?
And now
you're at the stage. Hold this. Listen to this. Now you're at the stage where Arsenal signings are Sesko, Lookman, Mosquera, Norgaard, and Zubimendi.
Wow.
I will cut it if they win the league with those players.
The problem for me is that
but hold on. The problem with what Hassam said is that's not going to happen with Rodrigo. The only reason why is because they've given them like a set period that they have to make a decision by, whether he's leaving or not. He has to tell them by that time so they can go and the thing is with Andrea Berta, bro, this guy is twisted, bro. This guy just works on multiple deals, bro. He's not like Edu where he just gets laser focused on one deal and he's just working on that one deal. This guy. No, but listen, to his credit,
How does
bro.
He know this? How does he know this?
Because this is what's coming out on the news. This is what's coming out from the report. He's getting the agreement.
He's giving speculation.
No. So this is based off of ITK.
What if you wait
this
for
is
the
based
next
off of.
What if you wait
based
for
off Fabrizio Romano.
Let me give you all plausible scenario. 1 second, please. Plausible scenario. Very plausible scenario. No bullshit, no hypothetical. Let's say you wait now for the next month for Rodrigo. Hello. Rodrigo says he wants to leave Real Madrid. Liverpool have sold Luis Diaz for 85 million to Al Nassr. And Liverpool now 110 for Rodrigo. Now what?
What do you want Arsenal to do then?
What's the problem? What's the
problem right now? As soon as the transfer window started, bring Jokeras. As soon as the transfer window started,
Yeah, that is right.
Bring forward line. Why are you fucking with the fan base? I understand why Saad is ranting. I understand why the
But they've been doing that for years.
because they heard Arteta say in the press conference, I want forward line players who score 30 plus goals. And your first signing is a DM, your second signing is a DM, and your third player looking at fucking centre back. As if Mosquera is gonna run away from Valencia. That's
I believe Kai Havertz has. I think Arteta is stubborn to make sure that Kai Havertz.
He was gonna say, I believe Kai Havertz has boots.
Kai Havertz. Arteta gave Kai Havertz 325,000 a week. Yeah, he was criticized for that.
I think
Why
Havertz
is
will
it
Everything to
increasing?
make sure.
Why does it keep
It's
increasing?
very
I don't know
stubborn.
why that's
That
325k a week.
It's
Whoever
is
started
not-
at
comes,
2020,
listen to me very carefully.
225,
I think it's
250,
280K.
280.
280k, bro.
325.
It's 280k.
How much is the
bro.
actual number? Havertz?
280
Wallah
plus
lazim,
bonus is
nobody
325.
knows.
Hold on.
It's 280. It's 280k base, and then the
Havertz,
bonuses that come into it are
Bonuses,
goal scoring
schmonuses,
and all that shit.
How much is it
a
total?
rip-off.
You don't
How
get
much
bonuses,
It's a
bro.
rip-off.
Here we go.
To
Capology.
make him happy, let's say 280 base.
Capology. 280 per week. Yalla.
As a base. As a base.
280.
280 per week. Yalla. Here we
يا
go.
أخي, do you pay them, Hamza? يا أخي, use your دماغ. What is this, bro?
No, base
يا
salary.
أخي,
I'm using the
do you
right
give the
word.
people? Do you give the people the bonuses straight away, brother? This guy's like, we're giving him the
280
base.
base.
We're giving him the base number
thing is-
of wages,
No,
but let's
I'm
give you the
saying,
bonus
Arteta-
as well before you even got
Arteta
them.
is very stubborn. Arteta will try and push whoever
He's
comes
cooking.
in
He's cooking.
that I'm hearing.
He's actually cooking. I can
Havertz-
like
He's
that.
actually
Ahmed is the
cooking.
main guy. Listen to what I'm hearing. Today, I know because I'm in South London. Eberechi Eze's birthday was today. Listen, I'm giving you today. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Eze.
Eberechi Eze's aim, he's leaving Palace. And Arsenal, obviously, his main dream. I don't believe Rodrigo goes to Arsenal. And I'm not disrespecting Arsenal fan. For Brazilian leaving Real Madrid is the biggest downgrade.
I
It's the
agree.
biggest downgrade
I
for a
agree.
Brazilian player to leave Real Madrid.
That's
at
why
the
he keeps
age of
posting on
24.
Instagram.
To
That's why
go
he keeps
play
posting
for
on
Mikel
Instagram. I'm
Arteta.
happy. Hala Madrid. Blah blah blah.
It's the biggest disgrace. So he's not coming. Let me just tell you. Go and cry to Terry because Terry makes you happy and you hear these good things about Terry. Tells you you're gonna get. You ain't getting Rodrigo. Brazilians will not downgrade. They've got egos. Everyone's watching him. He either stays there or he goes to a club that where he's guaranteed trophies. Liverpool.
يا
yeah,
عم Robinho left Real Madrid to go to Man
PSG,
City.
yes,
عادي.
Man
Wallah,
City
it's
crooks for us.
crazy.
He's
He
crooks
went,
for
he
us.
went to
He's crooks for us.
Manchester City.
Yeah.
He went to Manchester
Robinho
City
literally went to
because he
Man
thought they were
City.
Man United. Because they thought they were Man United, he went to Manchester City, bro.
Can I just say
Goikarez,
something?
no, one second, let me finish.
This is
Now
so
he leaves me with Goikarez and Sesko. This fan base of flip-flops. We got a girl who 1 week is saying Sesko, 1 week is Goikarez. If you mention anything with 2 legs, a girl's gonna say, "Oh yeah, it's good, it's nice." I don't know how it's
Darwin
going,
Nunes.
but I
Arteta
love
can
it.
save him.
So to me,
By the way, Kenny,
he's the opposite. Wallahi, I had a phone
No,
call
you
from
have to hold that. I can't lie.
Wallahi yesterday.
You have to hold
Wallahi, I had a phone call from my doctor who's an Arsenal fan. Because do you know a guy called Norgaard? I said, yeah. He goes, this guy, anything we're linked with, he's the most extreme guy. He loves Arteta. I can't stand it, go. And then he says, Ligana is more realistic. And Saad is in between. He's confused. He gets wind up.
No.
Wow.
You don't know.
Hey, he's not the nose,
You make a
bro.
weekly appearance on Ahwa.
Sad international, man. Sad international, man.
International out here, bro.
International, man.
Anything too late.
International out here, bro.
Listen, to me, Arsenal.
You see, Ziad don't even show up half the time and he got recognized at the gym.
This Goikarez thing, let me tell you, this Goikarez thing, it reminds me of players that I've seen before. Like, you know, Obama mistraining for Dortmund. Gallas threatened Mourinho, if you don't sell me, I'll score an own goal. Pierre Van Hooydonk, he mistraining for Celtic and he wanted to push for Nottingham Forest. Coutinho mistraining, he wanted to push for Barcelona or Liverpool. The question is, what is the director going to do? Someone has to budge. I don't believe the Portuguese guy, the way he's talking.
Here we go.
And I think you're
My
going to
mistake,
get
my mistake.
Podcast is not coming for you because on that, man. So Sesko, you either pay for that
Mistake.
second striker to Havertz, and Havertz remains as your number 9. Lower your standards because Arteta will not swallow the price.
Wait.
So you know what? Hold on a minute, because Hamza was spitting, but he went
too far.
completely the wrong way. Havertz is not the striker, ya Habibi. Havertz is gonna be the midfielder.
Bullshit.
What was his original?
Bullshit. United
what
away.
was
I
his-
promise you.
what
Havertz
was
is
his
starting at
original-
striker.
What was his original plan when he brought in Havertz? What was the original plan when he brought in Havertz? His original plan was to play. His original plan was to play Havertz in the midfield. It was not to play Havertz as
Check your
striker.
WhatsApp,
Bro.
ya Asam. Check your WhatsApp.
ما هاي هي الصورة واتساب.
Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly.
So he's not going to be a striker. The
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, you know, this is a little bit of my opinion personally as well. Yeah, what if these deals that he's making, Norgaard's an easy deal to do, Mosquera's quite an easy deal to do, Kepa was an easy deal to do. Yeah, I forget. Maybe there's another guy that I forget. Zuamendi, you're just basically finishing off the last little bits and pieces here and there. So, like, if you look at it objectively speaking, the 4 deals he's done are relatively easy deals that he can do within like a week or 2, right? The striker deal is gonna take a little bit of time because you're gonna be putting down a lot of money, right? Whether it be Sesko or Pinky, it's gonna cost you 80, 85, 90
That's
million,
interesting.
right?
So why when they put a lot of money for Havertz, the deal was done quickly? Why when they put a lot of money for?
But that was
Havertz, the deal
65
done
M's. That was only 65 M's in it. I mean, that's a bit more easier. To
Habibi,
you know what I mean?
me and you both
This shit
know
is 65 M's.
This Arsenal transfer window is literally so fucking important. You guys know this deep down. Don't bullshit. You know it's extremely important for Arsenal, and that's why the fans are rattled.
This is
By the
the
way,
biggest
just,
transfer window we've had in a while, bro.
Yeah, but you know what they say, man. Listen, sometimes
biggest-
patience.
bro, imagine-
But
since
patience is a virtue, and I feel like you know, I know you're
No,
reaching the
but
impatient
here's the
aspect.
thing for me. No, but the thing for me is I'm not gonna completely go screaming off the realm. Like maybe I did it on the Cora pod, but I kind of lost my head a little bit. Do you know what I mean? That was a bad day, bro. It was a bad day. That was a bad day.
Bad day
So
in the
do you know what I
office,
mean? Yeah, it was actually a bad day in the office, lad. But here's the thing for me, yeah. Normally, I wouldn't go and just start screaming and on one if we don't get a striker or a left winger straight away as soon as the transfer window opens. But I've given them a date when they have to get somebody in by then, and that is the 19th of July. Before we go into preseason, these players need to be in because they need to be in the preseason, getting ready, getting used to the team, how we're playing. Because there's no area for failure. There's no room for failure, bro. There's no room for failure right now. You have to hit the ground running with the team that we have. Liverpool are going nuts and filling every single position that they're faltering on. Man City are going nuts and filling positions that they're faltering on and have weaknesses in. So, bro, we can't make mistakes next season because next season, bro, this is. If we don't win anything next season, the fan base is gonna go nuts. I'm already Mikel Arteta out in it, so I don't really give a shit. I know already that he's not the right guy, but. For the rest of the fan base, these men are gonna go nuts.
Specifically Saad if Liverpool sign Isak, because we got another news again. Liverpool are not giving up on Isak. You get me? So
So hold on. Can I just clarify this, Hassam? And don't smile and put your tongue back in your mouth.
It's fucking over, lad.
So the thing is, Hassam went from Liverpool inquiring about and getting and have the funds available to Liverpool are not willing to give up on Isak.
Yep, he ain't giving up. He ain't giving up. And you want to know? And you want to know why? Want to know what I find funny? This I find funny. People are using Liverpool now as an example of like a club that has ambition. We've never moved like this before. I don't even know how I'm supposed to behave. Like,
FSG in, apologize.
Are you gonna apologize to FSG?
Nope. Kwanzaa
wow.
are out the door. And
what's the likelihood you get Isak? I need to know.
Wallahi, we are cooking. Wallahi, we are
what's
cooking.
the likelihood you get Isak?
Likelihood 20%.
I'm telling you 0%.
No problem.
0%. Newcastle will not sell the asset. You need to pay over 150 million. Yeah. And I believe, okay, you've already spent that money 150 on whatever is 140, 150 on Wirtz. You've already spent 40 million on Kirkers. You've already spent 40-something million on Frimpong. That's coming back to 150, 80.
Don't worry.
240 million.
What's the problem?
240 million. I think that for you, that's enough. I think. Listen, Sam, you're gonna
that's enough.
But I think
Hamza is absolutely
that's enough. You know, that's funny.
He's absolutely shitting it about
That's the class, man.
Hamza, do you realize that Liverpool make more revenue than your club? And,
Bro,
on top of that, you spent 200 million just in one summer, bro. Just
Hamza,
in one
just so
January.
you know,
just
just
in
so
one
you know,
January,
let me
bro.
give you
I
numbers.
want,
Hamza.
can I
Let
correct
me give
that?
you numbers. Let me give you numbers. Hamza, wait. I give you numbers because you're an intelligent man. You're a professor.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
and a
listening.
doctor.
Yeah. Go.
No,
Fake
I'm gonna give you numbers.
Go
No,
make you have to make yourself.
It's
happy.
not. No, it's not what you think.
Hamza, what if Liverpool don't win
Liverpool
the
by
league after
winning
all
the
these
Premier
signings?
League
What
got
if Liverpool don't win the
180
league
million
after
in
all
prize money. By winning the Champions League group stages, got 80 million in prize money. Literally 260
How much did you
million
get? How much did you get? How much did you get?
Winning the Premier League, 180 million.
And how much did City get this season?
I don't know.
160.
Well, overall, the
the
revenue
point
that
is
comes
Difference
in,
is like 20
the revenue that comes
But
in.
in terms, does it not go on your
Hello,
wages?
Mo. Hello. You want to know what that
Does it not
20
go on
million
your
is? Mark
wages? Do you
Gahey.
not pay staff members with it, or you feed?
Let me
You wanna
check.
know
Let
that
me
20
actually
million
check.
is?
Let
Let
me
me
check.
explain.
Are you feeding them whatever?
We're talking about Williams. We're talking about millions, and this guy's talking about do you not pay your heating bill and your staff
your
with it?
water?
Yeah, don't worry.
the
This is
electric,
not
council
Manchester
tax
United.
is needed every
This is
month
not
in the
Manchester
UK.
United. The food at Liverpool is
That guy
actually
doesn't
elite.
know about council
The roof
tax,
is not
man.
leaking.
That guy is you
And just so you know, we sold
The HMRC
Kwanzaa.
wants that
One second,
money.
Hamza,
The
you're just
HMRC are
shouting.
looking that.
You're just shouting. Wallah, you're just shouting. We sold Kwanzaa for 35 million. We're gonna sell Harvey Elliott for 45 million. We're gonna sell Nunes for 50 plus 5, I think, million or 55 million. So that's a lot of money. Don't worry. And Diaz want to leave. And Nasser 85 million euros.
And you know why you're hypocrites? You know why? No, shush. You know why the scumbag hypocrites? Because they're the scumbag hypocrites. They're the first one to look at my spending. When I tell them I spend, I sold 95 million on bloody Julian Alvarez. I sold my youngsters 150 million last season.
When we round be a big fight. City think them lucky easy think you're the light. But all is come to war, not time for no kite. This is step up busting net, pure bright light. City fan them stand what kind of blight. Mush on the bench should I move with might. When there's some lucky City what broke out right. Pep on the sideline face looking tight. City boy them done FA Cup like on. Police come and ends them do we man wrong. This is the shot where we take wrong car. Hamza and the stand big man I'm on. Man give it way, what kind of move that? Shoulda slam it in, no time for no chat. Now we look on police a celebrate with them fat. City trophy shelves looking
Crazy.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's disappointed.
He's
disappointed, bro. Man's holding
He's
his
shitting
head,
it. Liverpool are fucking massive. He's shitting.
bro.
his
Listen,
pants.
let me tell you what it is. Yeah.
Shitting his pants, guys.
Let me tell you what it is. This is the thing with Hamza. Yeah. Is as soon as
that? Who's
listen,
that
Can I
next
say
to
one
you?
thing?
Listen, no. Let me just say one thing. Let me just say one thing, please. I beg. Let me say one thing. Yeah. Firstly, this is the thing. When Hamza comes on and says, "I think that's enough players for you guys," yeah, it's a Mazaline, bro. It's actually bad.
Because
But
you know
hold on, Hamza. Let me just speak about Liverpool. Listen, I don't think I know people are holding on to this pipe dream that you're gonna get Isak. To be honest,
don't worry.
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I think the major signing is the Wirtz one. If you want to go band for band with Newcastle, you can, but Saudi money is endless. Do you know what I mean? These guys would just drop 300k.
Pedro just went to Chelsea. Here you go.
Newcastle got no pull.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Wow.
For a player that they have, for a player that
didn't grow up of Sweden wanting to be the next Shola Amiobi, with all due respect.
okay, that's fine, but they're in the Champions League, so it doesn't really matter.
They're in the Champions League. They can win the Champions League.
Okay, that's fine, but they're still in the Champions League and they can pay.
They're in the Premier League. We're Premier League champions.
They're gonna pay him how much he wants. He's already come out and said numerous times that he loves the new club, he loves the fan base, whatever.
Yeah, Suarez
regardless, Suarez.
So I want you to make a statement. Are you
But
saying
hold on.
that?
I don't think
that Liverpool are not way more attractive than Newcastle. All of you're beating around.
No. I think I don't. It's not. I don't think them.
Liverpool's
It's not. I don't think they're more attractive. Of course, they're a more attractive destination, but I think that they'll be able to pay him large amounts of money to keep.
What's more attractive?
They'll be able to tempt him by giving him large amounts of money.
What's more attractive, Newcastle than?
But it's not that. It's not that.
Or
People
Liverpool.
don't understand.
I'm not even bringing that.
You know, Newcastle said you are willing to pay him 250k. Liverpool is like the fucking 400k.
Newcastle are a nothing club, man.
No, they can't drop 400k like that. They can't. But regardless,
listen.
Saad,
But
حبيبي.
Newcastle is
They're really
they're
only
run by
winning
PIF.
like the
يا
guys
أخي
saying.
Newcastle wanted Mbuemo. Forget Liverpool. Newcastle
Can
wanted
I-
Mbuemo.
They wanted
Mbuemo
Mbeumo and
said,
you
"Fuck
rejected
your
them. So
Champions
come on
League.
now.
I want to go to Man United. Well, I have some shame.
They
Man
got
United-
Liverpool.
One second. The problem is, yeah, Saad, one second. Let me say that. The
I
problem
didn't even
is,
get to say what I wanted to say.
no,
I
but
wanted
you
to say
they
something
need
else.
to
That was
run
just
in the way you
Hamza,
queue.
let him talk. Hamza, let him
Hamza,
talk.
let
that was-
finish. I'm
Habibi,
interested.
That was
Let
a
him
that was a
finish.
little passing comment, and Hassan bit on the bait that I said.
Yeah,
But
even I was gonna say
regardless, yeah, you know, I'll come back to you, Hamza, so you can say what you need to say. For me, I don't think that they're going after Isak. The real striker that I think they're going after is Ekatike. I think they're going to get Ekatike.
Anyway.
I think they're going to get Ekatike. He's
With
a
Wirtz, Salah,
he's-
Ekatike,
he's
let's
he's
go.
a good striker. He's a good striker.
Just so
I
you
think
know,
that's what they're gonna
Ekatike,
go
worry
for.
about your boy.
I'll tell you why. I
Huh?
said it before, yeah.
I'm telling you right
me-
now,
Is this
Habibi.
like a Liverpool
to
glaze?
You
me,
don't
I
even
don't-
know what the fuck you're cooking.
Listen.
Just wait.
Newcastle, this is what I heard. Newcastle have set their target
Ala Madrid, huh?
that,
Wait.
that Isaac is the face of Newcastle. They're owned by PIF. They ain't
Yes,
gonna be
that's-
crucial. One
yes,
second.
Face
One
of
second.
Newcastle. Oof.
Newcastle want Isaac to be the face of Newcastle. It's like how City started. We had to sign players like Aguero. You see what I'm saying? You don't lose players like that again. Madrid can wanna. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sell him, no matter what. So
Aguero was the
Newcastle-
face of Atletico Madrid.
Newcastle, I look at Liverpool. Liverpool fans are delusional. They used to shop at Paul Konchesky, but now they've seen something. They think, yo, you're a polar bear in Texas, boy. Calm down, bro. You don't shop
You know
like
what,
that.
mate?
You ain't got the cash like that. They don't realize I put money there. You're not getting Isaac. I put money there. I'm so confident. You can do as many content. Oh, Isaac. Wow. And the way you do faith. Isaac. You can do as much as you okay. You ain't getting Isaac. That Wirtz guy is enough for you. Go and get you a ticket. That's your shopping bag. That's your bag. Now you have to get out.
I take
Get back
Ekatike.
to
I
Tesco.
like Ekatike. Ekatike is a very good player. I take him.
Yeah,
Ekatike
but
is
no,
Marmoush's partner. No problem. We sign Ekatike. عادي. عادي. Anyway, let me just read these super chats before we end the stream. I'll be honest with you, chat. Liverpool sign Ekatike, Habibi. It's curtains for fucking everyone. Like it's just you're all finished. I'll be honest with you. Like the only one I have to respect a little bit is fucking Pep Guardiola, the bald bastard. You can never rule him out. You get me? But you know, I just say
You
this.
just cussed out your manager.
No, I said bald bastard, Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, but your manager's
That's
bald,
not an
you know?
insult to everyone bald. يعني that's not an insult to Hamza. Ma he's bald. Anyway, let me read these super chats. Yeah, if I put the name, خلاص. Let me read these super chats, guys. Let's get to 500 likes. I'm not even at 500 likes yet. Everyone, please hit the like button, subscribe. Let's just end the stream on 500 likes, Habibis. Imagine trying to prank Hussam when he's in the GCs. What Red Line trying to say exactly? Vel is just a dumbass. YouTube Arsenal fans is the worst with all the tantrums acting like 12-year-olds. The club will make the signings needed before the season starts. Relax.
Big up to Hakai, smart man.
Yeah, relax. Everything's going super good with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, man. Respect it, please.
Yeah.
My issue ain't NordVPN, it's Mosquera. Why another center back is what Sugar's saying. And then he says Jesus plus Party will be 500k on the bench. Hell no, is what Sugar's saying.
Saad not commenting. Interesting.
Oh.
No
What
comment.
is there to comment? Party is worth that. Jesus is not.
If Rice
If
and
we
Juventus
were
get big
smart,
injuries,
we would have
yeah.
gotten rid of Jesus ages ago.
Same with
Now, hold on, you can't just pass by that. If we were smart, we would have gotten rid of Jesus last year, last summer would have gotten rid of Jesus if we were smart. But unfortunately,
He has
thick
nudes on
people-
Arteta since Man City time.
the thick people, bro. So, do you know what I mean?
If Rice and Zubimendi get big injuries, then we're cooked. Same for LFC with Gravenberg and McAllister. Likewise with Rodri and Reinders.
That's why people in the Liverpool fan base are continuously asking, we need to improve on Endo. We need to get somebody in for Endo. What happens if Gravenberg gets injured? Brother, they're asking for the exact same thing, brother. They're asking for the exact same thing that I'm asking for, which is depth, quality and depth in the squad.
So
Do you think I want to end up in a situation?
I want to ask Saad, who do you think is better, Moreno or Curtis Jones? Saad? I don't know what you're thinking.
Curtis Jones in midfield. Moreno up top, يعني. And Saad knows my feelings on Curtis Jones already, so he knows that I'm not bullshitting. Like, I don't even like Jones, bro. Allow it. If
Because he said
Partey
Pablo's
is,
better than Salah, is that why?
if Partey is so good, why ain't a top club in for him? Yeah, allow Salah.
Jaden, you said this already, bro. Listen, we know why you don't want him, Jaden. We already had conversations about this, so there will be top clubs in for him. Now that his contract will end with us,
When Besiktas is signing, that's a big club, innit?
Who's in favor? Who? Party?
yes.
Why is that?
What are you talking about, Husam?
Well, I
In the
said it.
past 3 years was never the problem. The main problem was not having an out-and-out number 9. Win or without Partey, the show must go on. I think it means with or without Partey. I hear you.
But it's a
Hamza just
downgrade.
say-
Is it a downgrade?
Maybe. Time will tell. Time will tell.
What do you think, Sam? You have. I want you to
Guys,
see.
why the fuck are people acting like Partey is like Gerard Lampard,
No.
KDB?
Is it a downgrade?
He's a good player. He's a very good
He's gonna
player.
sign to Al Shabab or Al Ain, bro. You know what I mean? That's what he's gonna be signing with,
He's a
man.
very good
It's
player.
not-
and
it's
shit,
not quickly.
allow it.
That's it, man.
Is Norgaard, Zubmendi, and Rice a downgrade to Partey, Jorginho, and Rice? I want to remember this. What do you think? Upgrade or downgrade?
Is it an upgrade? Yes, because Jorginho is literally zero.
Okay.
No,
Jorginho don't even like. Bro, Mo mentioned that
Jorginho's
can't
better
even
than
walk the
Norgaard.
pitch, yahi.
Jorginho is all right, man. He had good.
I mean, he couldn't even walk last season. Literally couldn't walk.
No, because he had a back injury, bro.
Oh, here we go, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
No, he had a back injury, but
Did
the
Hamza
season
just say he hopes
the season
Ronaldo
before
gets injured?
the season
Now,
before
Isaiah,
when we had injuries to
I'm a bad
Partey,
guy.
who came in? Who came in?
Ronaldo.
That
That's a season
Who
before.
came in that Liverpool game? Who came in that Liverpool game
Listen
and
to the-
absolutely cooked with Rice and cooked that Liverpool midfield?
You know
Left
what?
them digging in
You know what? You know what?
Some self-respect, bro.
Yeah, Habib. Oh, you know Thiago Silva in 2016. He was David Luiz with Chelsea. He was,
I'm talking to you about 2 years
Who won the
ago.
league with
I'm
Chelsea
talking to you about 2
in
years ago.
2017? Who won the league with Chelsea in 2017? You talk now. Who won the league?
Thank you.
It was David Luiz. Yeah, Ahmed.
It's bad David Luiz, man. Yeah.
Big up 20 Hardaway. Big up to you. Yeah, and Hamza is a hypocrite for that. The official languages for Morocco are Tamazight, Darija. We also speak French, Fusha, and Spanish due to influence, but our heritage is Amazigh. Ask Saad. Yeah, Noureen, ya Habibi. Everyone knows about Morocco.
But who said anything about
Never
Morocco's
stepped foot in
language?
Morocco.
There is Amazigh, there is Berber, there's also the Arabs. Saad will tell you. His dad, you told me your family is half Arab, half Amazigh, صح?
Berber.
Half Berber. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Saad,
Souls, you've seen Souls on the channel before. He's completely Berber. You get me? So,
And sorry to all the Moroccan that dunked on your foot.
He's a
Great
fraud.
Football Cup 5-0.
Saad
Brother,
doesn't know.
nobody gives a fuck about We Dead, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that dusty club, bro.
the
Fuck
greatest-
We Dead. They're fucking shit
Pick
club.
up Raja Casablanca. That's for you.
Nah, Bun Raja as well, bro. It's all about, listen, Dima Kukab, yeah, Dima Kukab. We're with you. Gonna get into.
No one even knows
gonna get
How come
into-
they're not even in the Club World Cup then? How come they're not in the Club World Cup though?
Yeah, because they're in the second division of Morocco right now. We're having tough times.
The Sunday
Oh,
league.
they're trash. So they're trash, basically.
Oh, shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth. Where's your team from Somalia, man? Chat to us, man. Chat to us.
You support a loser club even in your own country.
There you are.
That's crazy. How you support a loser club in your own country? That's mad.
Nah, because that's my uncle's club, bro. It's the Marrakesh's
If
club.
I was
bro.
in your place, Unks can hold that. I support the most successful Jordanian club. Big up to Sava. Oh, big up Sava. Thank you for the super chat. Big up Hussam, Mo, and the panel. Great to see your channels flying. Thank you, Sava. I appreciate that. Big up to you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you for the love. And big up to Sava. Big up to you. Arteta's waiting for defensive center forward opportunity.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what he's waiting for, man.
6'6".
Okay
please,
to wait
bro.
for Rod, but striker should have been signed, is what YP Biggie is saying. There's. If the panel looked like footballers, Ham looks like Ali Da'i, Hamza is Douglas Maicon, Saad is Coach Maradona, Mo is Diego Costa, Ahmed is
And
Matteo
he used to play for Bayern Munich.
Ahmed
He
is
scored
young
against
Lukaku and
Rangers
Jacob is
America.
Alexei Laila.
Rangers America in the '98 World Cup. And he used to play for Bayern Munich, top player.
Yeah, Habibi, we all know who the fuck Ali Da'i is. He's one of the greatest ever goal scorers. Yani. You're going to teach us. Yani. Wallah, I have some shame. Hamza, not every time it's educational moment. You get it? Like
He played for Bayern Munich. He never knew
we
that.
know fucking football, bro. This guy thinks it's always about educating. Relax.
Big up. Hey, you know what? Ahmed being Matteo Guendouzi is a shout.
Me and Michael, man.
was
And
cooking on
Michael
that
is
one.
Without looking, you fraud. Who's the other Iranian that played for Bayern Munich?
I actually know his name.
Yeah, that's why Hamza, when he saw the super
I can
chat,
answer
he
in
Googled-
10
What's-
seconds.
Wallah, no.
I can answer right
you know
now.
what? You know, he Googled, you know, he saw the super chat on the
And
side.
that's
and he
good against
Googled
America.
to give us the education. To give us the
Bro,
education.
what's it?
The answer
And
before
then
anyone in the chat
1998
answers,
Euro-
the answer is
Euro-
Ali
Euro-
Karimi.
Euro-
That's the answer. Ali Karimi is the
Long
answer.
long hair to the shoulder.
What's his
Ali
name? What's his
Karimi.
name?
Done.
his
Ali Karimi. Ali
I'm
Karimi.
telling you what happened.
No one knew it in the chat, so you failed. Ali Karimi. Done.
Hey, listen, I can tell you, Sami Kufo, Basla. What we talking about?
No, we're not asking about
Come
this.
on, man.
You
I
saw
can
Ali
name the
Dai.
whole 98,
We know what
99.
happened. You saw Ali Dai and you Googled it to give us the educational to show us that you
Okay,
know
he's good
history.
against America.
Oh, we asked you that.
Yeah, but everyone knows the story of that game. Everyone knows it.
Well, okay,
Anyway,
how
let
did
me-
he
let me-
score? How did he score? Header. I remember
The 2-1. Okay.
He asked you and then answered it.
Stop. Hamza, who scored the other goal for Iran in the 2-1 in 1998 World Cup between America and Iran? No Google. Go ahead.
How can I remember that?
Exactly. You just Google. He just Google. Mahdi Fikia. You just Google.
Ahmed Fikia. Wallahi true.
He just Googled. I'm telling you, bro. He just Googled.
Ahmed Fikia. Yes. Wallahi, you're right. Oh my day. Wallahi, I remember that. والله
والله تعرف جواد ديكو نام متذكر
مادوفيكيا
عقبته
يس ما تقولش الاسم ده على اليوتيوب
جواد ديكو نام
والله بقول لك عزام والله he was a bowler as a 6
he was a bowler
والله a bowler a bowler this guy was amazing.
Big up Osam brother Mo
let me go with that goal.
Future Nexus appreciate you Maraska inherited 1 billion pounds squad now 400 million
خلاص يا حمزة خلاص حمزة it's okay حمزة
anyway guys listen we're gonna end this
he's like don't hold me
we're gonna end the stream here guys make sure you guys are liking the video خلاص حمزة make sure you guys are liking the video make sure you guys are subscribing we did get to 500 likes so thank you guys so much I had so much fun with you guys and I'm gonna be back tomorrow inshallah for A-listers love you all and see you guys later